Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy Sunday.
Happy
I
Sunday.
feel like I have to say it now.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing at this point. Yeah. And then it's my thing to like start talking, but then you're still saying something along with the happy Sunday, and I realize I'm interrupting. I feel like I do that every time. I tried not to do it this time, and I think I was successful.
Yeah, great job. Hey, Crash Man. He said so gurgly.
Mm.
Love the gurgle intro. Thanks, guys. Oh, welcome everybody. Crash Man, Little Crypto, True Goy. What's up, guys? Welcome
Hey,
back.
dudes.
I think we've got some governors in here.
Yeah.
I think so. What an exciting week it's been. I mean, we all kind of thought it was going to be a little dead because no events and stuff, but this month has been packed with green user vaults.
Oh, yeah. I've got one.
Yeah.
At least there's
First
that.
first batch, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was yes. Crashman, it's happy hour. So we're competing with happy hour right now.
I saw
Positive
that.
point though is it's mathematics, and I feel like that won't really affect our viewer count too much.
That's funny.
Not as
Yeah.
bad as books, but not as great as general knowledge.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. I mean, yeah. I think people like us more than maths.
I'd hope so. But I don't think it's the math, it's the paint that we're
No.
competing with. And I would understand if people liked paint more than us.
Yeah. Yeah. Though I like maths more than us just because I love maths. Love
Yeah,
math.
you love maths.
Mm.
Hey, but you get to do
Anyway,
maths like, for your job. So
not really. I mean, there's
I
some
guess
adding and subtracting, but like, I like
no
algebra.
line with the dot on the top and the bottom.
Okay, maybe there's some division. Yeah. Yeah, I always laugh when that math problem comes up. I'm like, that's
Me too.
too easy.
There's one though, actually, while we're on the topic of maths, um, there's a rhombus question that's in
Mm-hmm.
the mathematics category, and I don't know if it's like I get it every time that I'm like in a hurry and can't fully read the question or something. Am I missing something with that question? What is the freaking answer?
I don't remember the question. I could help you if I
Me
remembered the
neither.
question, but I feel like I've gotten it wrong too, and I've been surprised. And yeah, with like I had gotten to this point where I didn't fully read questions anymore because I knew all of them, and then when the math stuff came up, it was like I'm like just out of habit not fully reading it and
Mm-hmm.
realizing, wait, I need to read through it in order to actually know what the question is saying. And then at that point it's too late. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's and I still like am in the I'm such a creature of habit where I want to go for a perfect. So I got it wrong the first time and I was like, oh, like I'll try another one. It has something to do with with like shapes that it makes, right? So it has triangle, square, um who knows what the other options are. It could be like it would be outrageous if there was a circle in there, but um I but wait, okay, so a rhombus, isn't it a rectangle? Because if it was a
um,
perfect square and it was, then isn't it a diamond? I don't know. Is a diamond a rhombus? I don't know. But I feel like I've tried square Trugoy and it doesn't work.
yeah,
And I went for rectangle and square, and those two were like, no.
I
Like,
think that's
am
the
I
same
missing something?
problem I've had. Yeah, I don't know.
And
I
then I
feel
think
like
there
I've
was
done the
even a
same
time
thing.
where I went for triangle because I was like, all right, well, I
It's
don't know
definitely
what
not
this
a
question
triangle.
is asking. I have no idea. So, anyways, I got to get a screenshot. But again, I'm like just a creature of habit where I'm like, ah, no. Okay.
Yeah. I
Well,
wonder if it's
I
on the
have to
wiki.
hope.
Have you looked?
Oh, no.
No, me neither.
No, that would probably be the smart thing to do. And no.
Hmm. Hmm.
What's up, Beats? How's the hunting? There is
Hey,
a lack of happy hour hunting right now. So
yeah.
it's not going so great at the moment, but that's okay.
There is
We
a
were just
lack of
saying.
happy hour hunting all the time.
Pretty much. Quadrilateral. Okay, so Little Crypto said a rhombus is a quadrilateral with both pairs of opposite sides parallel and all the sides the same length.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would be a square. So why am I getting the question wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah, Trugoy says the question is something like, what is a rhombus with a right angle? And oh, okay.
I think it's
Hmm.
what, yeah. Yeah, because if it doesn't
Eh,
have a right angle, it can have acute and obtuse angles. It could be like a diamond, and they're still parallel in the same length, but they can be slanted.
they're obtuse. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So,
DZ from the Berg is listening and hunting. What's up, DZ from the Berg? Let us know if you see that question.
yeah,
Take a screenshot, please.
right? Yeah. Hey, so Trugoy's here. Did you hear about the Trugoy this week?
Did I hear about the Trugoy?
Yeah, I don't know if Trugoy's name is after Trugoy, like, but
Oh,
Trugoy,
the De La Soul reference?
yeah, yeah, he passed away
Yeah.
this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
R.I.P.
last week. Yeah, at some point. So I had the thought like, oh, I wonder if Trugoy named himself after Trugoy. Like, I wonder if that's where it comes from, or if there's something else. So
Oh. Did you ever figure out that answer?
no, because I thought about it like when I heard he passed away, and I figured, oh, I'll just ask on Sunday because he's
Oh, there
usually
we go.
here. So Trugoy, let us know.
We need answers. We need
and so
answers, please.
and if he was your namesake, sorry to hear about your namesake. I also loved him. I'm a big De La Soul fan. So
Me too.
yeah.
Dang. Got it. Okay, so I've actually tried to add De La Soul to our walking playlist, but they are not heavily available on Spotify or Apple Music. So
Yeah.
that's a bummer, but
Yeah.
oh, he says he did. R.I.P. to Trugoy the Dove. Name isn't based on him though.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. You have great taste in music. Beats is in the comments and he asked how many green user vaults did you buy?
Which
So
means he was
Korkio.
not here last week or the week before. Hi, Beats. I bought one back
I
in the first
go,
round.
yep.
You bought
Same.
one.
I just bought one.
Hmm.
Marvin's house bought 9.
Holy shit, Shamoli.
In batch number 2, while I was sleeping.
While you were sleeping.
Okay, so granted, I knew that he was gonna go out and get a couple. I didn't know it was gonna be 9. Like when he came back
Jeez.
and I woke up in the morning, I was like, okay, so how'd it go? Like, did you get the ones that we were talking about? And him and Block Boy were talking all week because they were kind of like strategizing areas and stuff. And like when the green vaults dropped for us here in Santa Monica, it was 4 a.m. So
Oh.
it was very much so like him and Block Boy were going back and forth. Like, all right, man. Like if I'm not there by 4:15, you just go for it because I'm probably not awake. Like just one of us has to take
Wow.
it, so just go for it. And so the 2 that were at the top of his list, I guess his alarm didn't go off or something, so he ended up going out at like 5. So Block Boy got those 2, which are in Beverly Hills. They're 2 green vaults that are literally like 20 feet apart.
Mm.
Amazing. And they're right on Rodeo Drive, if anybody is familiar with the infamous Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills.
Right.
Lady D has a vault like just down the way, so it's a really good area. I think the only other hunter that's like really active over there is ZooCoin, who also bought one of the green. Actually, Beverly Hills is like stacked with green vaults.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so I think all of the ones in that area are completely taken. But Marvin's house went and bought all of the other ones that are in like super weird locations. And like, we'll go hit them. Like, we've definitely hit them before for events and stuff. But I was just like, 9?
Jeez.
Babe, you didn't even discuss this with me first? I thought we were going for like a couple.
So
9 is outrageous. Why didn't you just make it 10? Like,
did he use like did he use all in-game money for all of that, or did he? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
I wouldn't have even had enough to do that. That's $900.
Yeah.
Does that mean so? Did he not withdraw like the rest of us after QB Air?
After QB Air. Yep.
So he did or he didn't?
He did not withdraw.
Okay. All right.
No. Yeah. I guess was the only one that took it really personally and was like, I'm blinking.
Well, I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in Marvin's household.
Yeah. In Marvin's household. Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. So he instantly went from having 0 green vaults and missing out on the first batch to being, I think, one of the like top green vault owners in the States, at least that we're aware of. So yeah, Tuma says you snooze, you lose, I guess. I was happily snoozing. I didn't have plans to buy any more.
I honestly he didn't even know they were coming out again. So
Korkio.
Well, you didn't tell me, so I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
I didn't care. Right. I mean, I didn't want to buy another one.
Your source for all things.
Yeah.
But what's up, Duke Nukem? But yeah, he was like, "Are you gonna come with me in the morning?" I'm like, 4 a.m? No, thank you. I love you, but I have no plans on buying another one. If anything, it was really so he got up at 4 a.m. to get those ones in Beverly Hills. I should have got up with him, but I'm glad that, Block Boy got him, and because I mean both of them like missed out on that first round. So
yeah.
I think everybody made out pretty well.
Apparently someone else in my city got some. So there's this one road that goes all the way through the city, like the far north to the far south. It's May Avenue, and May Avenue is stacked. Like, you can drive May Avenue from the outskirts of the city through the city, the outskirts of the city, and you will hit the majority of the vaults in the city. It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay, yeah. You've told.
But the system vaults, like this is where like most of the system vaults are, which is weird.
Okay. Was it a lot of key booths before?
There were some key booths. Yeah, there was a good amount of key booths before, and then. So there are 2 green vaults at a major intersection that are like one is on one side of the intersection and one is like you can walk like a couple parking lots over and there's another one. So you can see each green vault from each other, right?
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Apparently someone bought both of them. I hadn't seen it, but one of the Norman people happened to be up here for like a doctor's appointment or something and drove that road and was like, "Hey, who bought both the green vaults on May Avenue?" And that told me like instantly I knew which ones he was talking about, because when you say 2 green vaults on May Avenue, those are the only ones that you can see like across from each other. But they're overall on May Avenue, I would say there's probably like 10 green vaults. But like this is,
oh my God.
This would be like probably an hour drive to go north to south on May Avenue all the way through the city, and there's like 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so someone bought them.
Wow, so you don't know who?
No, well, because they posted about it in the community, like our local community Discord. And I don't think anyone ever answered him.
That's wild.
Yeah. It was Seth Delosha. He says, "I opened the green UVs on May yesterday. Whose are those? Also, they're a little off the path of the lake loop, but they were on my way where I was going yesterday." So, yeah. And it's probably about, I want to say maybe like a 12-minute drive for me.
From you?
But
okay.
like,
nice.
So I could start from my house. I could go down my loop, right? Which is actually not a loop anymore, but like down my lake road path. Once I get to the end of my lake road, it's maybe another 5 minutes, and then I get to those two greens. So
that's perfect. And then where's your green in relation to those two
it's
greens?
like at the beginning of the lake loop. So
great.
So I could hit my green. I could take the lake road, hit like 120 vaults, user vaults, and then 5 minutes after that, hit 2 green user vaults. So
that's so awesome.
So I'm kind of curious to see who it was. It might have been Joey.
Okay.
I mean, because we were talking about it the first round, and he said that he was considering buying a green user vault, but he didn't buy it in the first round. So I don't know. Maybe he bought in the second round. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to when they put the names on there, because you can kind of tell because of the QB, right?
Oh, they're not on there
that
yet?
It's wearing. They're not.
That's weird.
So you kind of just gotta like guess based on user vault comparison to green user vault comparison.
Right.
But yeah, I have no idea. Oh, we've got Coley in the chat. Channers, PBL and LBS. What's up, everybody?
Coley got some customs today.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we had fun. Well, at least I had fun. I don't know if Coley had fun, but I had fun coming up with some designs. So yeah,
that's awesome. Him and Deej both got a custom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. I'm excited to see.
Yeah,
all right, Coley, you have to take some pictures.
Well, he was happy with his, with like the first thing I put together, and then then he was telling me about Deej's like idea, but it didn't really work with the printable area of our shirts, because like they had ideas for like the sleeves and like along the bottom of the shirt, and I'm like, well, they don't let me print there. I can only do like within this rectangle. So like I put it together, and I was like, yeah, I'm not loving this, but I have some ideas. So like I came up with some ideas, and we didn't really super like those ideas. And then we came up with other ideas, and we didn't super like those. So we were just like moving stuff around a lot, and finally we ended up with something good.
Nice.
It took some of my knockoff Photoshop skills to make it happen, but I made it happen.
I think your self-learned Photoshop skills are fantastic. They're doing great so far.
I say knock off Photoshop because it's not even Photoshop. It's a program called paint.net that is totally free.
There we go.
So
I think you're smarter for going that route. So
I'm not going to pay for that stuff. Not when there's a free program that'll do it.
Yeah.
So.
What's up, baby girl? Baby girl just jumped in. So Beats asked, what do you think the rare BP recipe is going to be?
I don't even know what he's talking about. Yes, please tell me.
Let me catch you up. So, and then we got to kind of get into this because I'm curious to get everybody's thoughts, but yours especially, because all of this information is brand new to you. So your knee-jerk reaction for some of these things will be great.
My hot takes, first takes.
Yes, hot first takes. Where are our hot wings when we need them?
Ooh.
So,
man, you said food, and I just realized I have not eaten anything today.
Okay, let's hope we're not having beer right now, and it's a ginger ale.
No, yeah, it's a ginger ale. It's ginger ale.
There we go. Okay, good.
Yeah. Man, I gotta fix that.
What's up,
I think I had a slice of cheese at one point, but I think that's all I've eaten today. It's not good.
More cheese.
So the boyfriend and his kids are in New Mexico for the weekend on a ski trip.
Fun.
And so there are no
ski in New Mexico?
Oh yeah. There's parts like Flagstaff kind of style areas of New Mexico, in the mountains, whatever.
Okay. Nice.
So there are no structured meals this weekend, so I have not remembered to eat.
Who knew the kids were useful for something? Structured meals.
Oh, the boyfriend at least. The kids are not structured meal people, but the boyfriend is. And this is the first time we've been apart this is the first time we haven't been around each other all day long for 3.5, 4 years.
Oh,
because we both
wow.
work from home,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, and then like pandemic, and then,
yeah,
I
and
guess
we
you
don't,
haven't really gone on any
yeah.
trips, right?
Well, when we go on trips, we go together. This is the first time we've gone separately, or he's
Mhm.
gone without me, because I ain't going on a ski trip. Are you kidding? It's cold.
There's
So,
no
yeah,
jacuzzi back at their rental or anything like that that you could just
I mean, it's a
pop up in.
resort, but like, no, not. And I'm way too busy for that shit. Like, I don't got time for
Yeah,
that.
but you could take all that stuff with you.
I can
But
take
honestly,
the
alone
house
time
with
is
me.
great too. No, 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 like your laptop and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that easily, but
I
yeah.
hear you.
So it's weird. I haven't been. I haven't like. He left Friday night, and so I haven't seen him since Friday night. And this is the first time I've gone multiple days without seeing him, and it's quite odd. I'm doing fine with it, but it's odd.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, good.
so okay, sorry,
We're all
I
here
took
to
a
keep you
big
company.
yeah, thanks. So I went on a big tangent, but you were about to tell me about rare blueprint recipes or something.
Yes. So let's take a deep dive.
Okay,
Um, all right. So batch one came out, right, a few weeks ago.
green user vaults is what we're talking about, right?
Yes, back into green user vaults. So
Okay,
100 per country. Um, uh, USA was first to sell out, right? We sold out in 30, I can't remember, 32 hours, I want to say, right around
yeah,
there, 36, in the
something like
30
that.
range. Um, so we were the first country to sell out, not a surprise, right? Because we have probably
So
the
many people.
largest player base, not
Yeah.
even probably, definitely. Um, Obviously Canada was right behind us, sold all 100 of theirs. Um, and then UK, Philippines, and El Salvador all had not, granted, had not hit that 100 mark. So then when the next batch came out this past Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it dropped, I think it might have been Wednesday, 100 more. And it was with the stipulation that, like going into it, we knew before even buying that the first 100 to sell out would also receive a rare blueprint, builder blueprint. And then
Oh,
but
yes.
there's also a common blueprint, right? So if you bought from the first batch and also in the second batch, you get the common builder blueprint. Essentially, if you're a green vault owner, you get the common blueprint. The rare blueprint was only for the country that hit that second round of 100 first. So
What?
again, there we go. Tell me how you're feeling.
Ain't that some bullshit? I already bought my green vault, and now I'd have
Well,
to buy another one in order to
no,
get the rare. Wait,
no, no, no,
what?
no, no.
No,
Sorry,
no.
sorry. So
Okay,
let
you
me finish.
confused me for a second then.
So if you are in the United States,
Okay,
and bought in either the first batch or the second batch, then
okay,
you get the rare blueprint.
okay, okay.
But but that's
But,
only if you're in the United States. So that doesn't count for everybody who was in batch one of buying green user vaults. It's just for the winning country of batch two.
wait,
I'll let that
what?
sink in. Yes. So it's all a little confusing. I can see why they did it the way they did. Um, but I'm
Okay,
also
so
like,
so to get people to buy green user vaults really quickly, they said the country that who sells out first in the second batch also gets a like anyone
rare.
who bought one at all, even in the first batch, also gets a
Just
rare.
in that country, whatever country wins, right? So USA sold out first in the first batch. And then if Canada like blew us out of the water and sold out first in the second batch, they would have got the rare QB blueprint or builder blueprint and we would have been SOL, right?
Right.
Um in the States. Obviously, there's many factors to take into consideration with this type of distribution.
Yeah.
One being player population. Like purely player population is going to influence this heavily.
Yeah.
Marvin agrees.
Just in general, like, don't even specify player population, just population. Like, just like what is like the capacity of population. So like we have how many hundreds of millions of people live in the US, and Canada has a lot less, and the UK has a lot less, and the Philippines and Malaysia and El Salvador have way less. Like how?
Yeah. So it wasn't exactly fair from the jump. No. Right?
It wasn't.
So that's kind of a bummer. Because
and the amount of green vaults that exist in these places. Like, It's not like they could just buy one and put it up. They had to buy an existing one. What if they're not anywhere near one and they don't have a green user vault that they can just go out, or a green vault that they can just go out and buy?
Granted, we still have that issue in some parts of the States, right? And like UK is freaking stacked with green user vaults. So we're not talking about you guys.
Right.
In Philippines and Malaysia, absolutely. Yeah. And I actually haven't looked on the Coin Hunt map to see what that even looks like. So that was one thing. I'm just gonna throw this out there because it was one thing that was complained about, but personally I don't think that it's something that should be complained about, but it is. The timing of the release, obviously. I thought it was going to be beneficial for the UK, but apparently it was like everybody's work day and they're all at work, and it's like, wait, so what time is going to work for you guys? Because 4 a.m. doesn't work for us either, but we're getting up and going out and getting them.
It was 4 a.m. for you, which means it was 6 a.m. for me, 7 a.m. for the East Coast. And then, the UK was probably already at work. Okay. So
it really wasn't great timing for everybody, which kind of levels out the playing field, in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
But there was complaints that like they can never get it right with the timing on these things. But to be fair, it was at a reset time, which feels like, fitting rather than at 10 a.m. Yeah. Rather than at like 10 a.m. our time for the first batch. It was 6 hours prior to that this time.
Honestly, I think it was probably the best timing for my area, for my time zone, because like 6 a.m. you can wake up that much earlier than work, really, if you need to.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as 4 a.m. And also, who's at work already by 6 a.m.? Now, some people are at work already by 7 a.m., but not usually 6 a.m. So, okay, tell me.
I also don't feel bad for the people that are like, I was at work, because I work in the restaurant industry and like our hours are the worst for everything. Like reset, I'm already at work. Event start, I'm at work. Like always at the start of the event, I'm at work. So, I don't know. Timing wise, I'm like, I can't really. It's hard for me to justify feeling bad for anybody, because it's like, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
With these things.
So tell me, how much notice was given? Because I wasn't paying any attention, and I remember there being a Medium article. I think there was a Medium article, right?
There was a Medium article. Yeah.
So I feel like I skimmed it, but did that come out like the day before? Was it a week before? Like, was there at least a couple days? Because if you're going to tell people that they're going to have to wake up super early to do a thing, like, you at least want to give them
2 days.
2 days.
So I'm checking their Twitter right now. So it's on Valentine's Day, they had said, and okay, so I was incorrect when I said Wednesday. It was actually Thursday morning. Okay. But on Valentine's Day, they said, get your crystal keys ready. Green user vaults will go on sale again Thursday, February 16th at noon UTC. So,
Okay.
and they hinted in that one, I guess we might not have known about blueprints yet because they said which country will be the first to sell all 100. There might be something more than just gloating rights with a wink face.
Yeah, because I didn't remember hearing about any blueprints at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally all I saw. Like, I saw that tweet, and there was a Medium article linked in that tweet, right?
There is, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I might have, like, kind of skimmed through the Medium article, but I don't think that said anything about blueprints.
I think it did. Hold on, I'm popping it open right now. Yep, it did.
Oh, it did. Then I just missed it. That's my own fault.
So actually, I should just read the stipulations from here. So in bold letters, it says, everybody who claims a green vault, no matter if it was in batch 1 or batch 2, will receive a special new common QB blueprint, builder class. Everybody who claims a green vault in the country that reaches 200 claimed vaults first, no matter if it was in batch 1 or batch 2, will receive a special new rare QB blueprint, builder class.
Wait a second. That's even more difficult. So it wasn't even that they had to reach to. I was thinking that within the second batch of 100, they had to reach that 100 first. But they had to do the full 200 first. Like, so if they had only done like 20 the first time, then they'd have to make up for it instead of just, 100 people buying, or 100 vaults being bought in that second round. So that's even harder. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So when do we get these blueprints?
Apparently the end of March.
Okay, cool. That's some ways away.
Yeah, and a surprising notable finish that it took us 30 whatever hours in the first batch. The second batch we sold out in like 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Because there was more on the line, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone knew how to do it because they had, already
keys and stuff.
Seen it, yeah.
To be honest, I thought it was going to take a little bit longer because I thought, everybody's already bought the ones that they want. And, I dumb of me to think that everybody was in the same boat as me. Is like, I'm a little hesitant in just the one. Like, I want to see what happens here. But the other side of my house bought 9. So
yeah, I mean, all you gotta
maybe in your own house.
Yeah. All you gotta do is tell people, hey, spend $100 and we'll give you a rare blueprint that not everyone can get. People are gonna do it, and they're gonna do it quickly, and they're gonna make sure that they don't miss out on their chance to do it. So
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyways, there was a lot of talk on how that rolled out and all of the things. I'm not sure if it's going to be the last. I doubt it's going to be the last of what they sell. Maybe it is, and it ends at the blueprints. I have no idea. Yeah. Everybody's pretty optimistic that they're going to be coming back. So I guess we'll see.
So what do we know about these blueprints that we're getting?
Nothing.
So are they QBs, or are they something other than QBs?
I believe they're QBs because it says will receive special new rare QB blueprint, but then in parentheses it's builder class.
So it's a different class of QB.
Which I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean it's construction foreman QB class? Is like the common comparable to the construction, and then the rare comparable to the foreman? Even though, first of all, let's speculate how many rare blueprints that are going to be out there. 100 and
does 25? Does everyone get one for every green vault, or you only get one as long as you bought one?
Yes, you only get one. So
Okay.
Marvin's house will only get one.
And he counts as 9 of them. Whoever over here counts as 2 of them, and so they'll only get one. Who is it that bought a crazy ton?
Is this allowed?
Oh, so they're in the UK, so they don't get the rare one anyway, but they get a common.
Isn't
one.
that crazy though? So that's another thing. It's like, I think Beats had said on the last Coin Hunt Crew podcast that like he should get an epic blueprint for having the most green user vaults in game,
Right.
you know, and this guy's only ending up with a common blueprint. I mean, he's being such a great sport about it and, you know, just stoked that everybody else is buying more and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Seems
it's
odd.
kind of, I feel like that kind of thing happens a lot though, where like let's say Halloween or Christmas, right? You can't really make everyone else in your area do the thing, you know, play the event. And like you miss out a lot if the people in your area don't also do the thing. Like if you're just because you go hard as shit doesn't mean that you're gonna succeed if the people around you don't also try really hard. So that
which has always been the aspect of this game. Like if you really want to maximize your potential and all of the things,
you have to
got to get
politician.
on the referrals.
Yeah.
Sign him up, standing outside like, here's my QR code.
Grassroots movement, like community organizer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coley just asked, does anybody know how many rare blueprints there will be? I don't know. It's all speculation right now. I guess we won't find out until the end of March.
Do we know about any other people that have bought a bunch? I mean, I guess Blockboy bought a bunch, right?
Blockboy bought like 7, I think. I think I want to say Limpy mentioned something about buying a bunch. Shoot, I can't remember. Maybe some folks in the comments might be able to help us out.
Well, we know there will be less than 200.
Yes.
I mean, we know there will be less than 191, at least. I don't know how many Blockboy bought, but
yeah. I think there's definitely a couple of people that bought 2. I know Toasty's bought a second one. I know a lot of people bought second ones, so that significantly cuts us down. If I were a betting person, which I'm not, but if I was, I would say right around somewhere between 125 to like 135, maybe right in there. I think that's the zone. Could be 150. I don't know, but
that sounds pretty good. So I'm going to pull up Price is Right, and I'm going to go 136.
There you go. Wait, this might sway your count, because Makiki Tiki just popped in and said 5 Hawaiians got 6 green user vaults. Is that collectively or 5 separate each? Hawaiians bought 6 each? Yes, I need that stipulation. Hayes bought 2. Woohoo!
Hayes, did you end up getting? Bought another one? Hell, I missed out. I don't know why we're buying multiples. It's not like we get much more. We don't get multiple blueprints or something for buying multiples, but I guess that
FOMO.
Yeah.
Hayes, did you end up getting one in the second batch, or did you buy 2 from the first batch out of curiosity? Because I know he mentioned that he was at work during the second batch release, so curious. Okay, so 5 Hawaiians bought 6 green vaults total. Okay.
So one of them.
So
bought
one
2.
person bought 2. Got it.
Yeah.
Are you the person that bought 2, Makiki Tiki?
Probably is.
Probably.
I don't remember there being that many green vaults.
Yeah. He said yes. I got 2. The others 1 each.
Yeah. Do you remember that many green vaults?
Oh, in Waikiki? I don't remember.
I remember the yellow vaults. But I don't
Yeah.
remember many greens, I guess. I mean, I'm sure they were there, but I don't specifically have memories of them. So,
Yeah. To be honest, that was when I did the worst hunting because I was just so, I think me and you both were just like distracted in conversation, like, oh, missed that vault. Oh, missed that one.
yep.
Yeah. It was just so fun.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a vault like every 10 feet there. So
Right.
it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Hayes said, yes, got one in the first, one in the second, got the one by my house. Convenient. Love that. Makiki Tiki said there's 24 green vaults in the Honolulu area.
Nice.
Wonderful. More to buy. That's some real estate I would like to buy. I'd
Too
like to
bad
be
this
a
isn't
GUVner there.
the sandbox.
Yeah.
Or like what was the what are those crypto games or whatever that like you can buy real estate?
Oh, I forget. There's
Sandbox
that
is
other
one of
one.
them. There's something that's got
Dang.
like a llama as like their thing. Like isn't there like a llama? Like I feel like I've scrolled before and seen ads for this game and it's just like a llama's face that pops up or something.
That's great.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, okay. So Mikiki Tiki said that there's only 8 in the Waikiki area. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So you guys got all the good ones. Awesome. Yeah, wait, so I want to know, is everybody in here a GUVner? Let's see. Show of hands. So we've
I
got
want to know
Hayes.
who coined that term because it's pretty good.
Me too. It was great. Who was the first one? You know what? This is a quick Discord search. I almost want to say it was ITA, but let's see.
I can see that.
Let's see.
Or I could see it being one of our Southern gentlemen.
Oh, guess who? I think it might be. Gatorola or Gatorol. In the UK, I just placed on top 5 global last month.
Oh, okay, cool.
At least that's what Discord is showing me. That January 30th at 7 a.m. Person who finds the most is the GUVner.
Nice. Finds the most or buys the most?
Let's see. I'm curious to see what he was in response to. He was responding to ROIC, who had said, "Are you playing?" I don't know. Person who finds the most. I know he's like relatively new to Coin Hunt. I don't know.
Oh, no. See, this is when they were talking about finding greens and adding them to the map.
Oh, Crashman said Rainstorm came up with GUVner. Nice. Credit where credit is due.
ROIC said, "Are you playing Gov Hunt World?"
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it was rain.
Not a bad game to play.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, great term. Love it.
He was responding to Toasties, who said, "As a Gov owner, I don't mind the second sale." And then Rain said, "LOL, I read GUVner." And then he said, "Has anyone else coined that yet? If not, I get dibs."
Well, there we go.
Yep.
Thank you, Rainstorm.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty
love
good.
it. I think it's great. So anyways, yeah, so that was all of the green user vaults updates from this week. You know, I guess we'll see. This blueprint might be a little tainted, but I'm sure it'll be very similar to the Foreman is kind of what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to understand what Hayes' comment here says, and I haven't read it out loud yet, so that might help me. But he said, "I messed up and missed 2 goal 8s this month. Top 10 is tough this month with double GUV points." Am I missing something with double green user vault points? Is there something
Uh,
about double green user vault points?
yeah, I think for the month of February, let me see if I can find this in the Medium article just so I'm not mm, leading anybody down the wrong path like I tend to do sometimes. Um, I want to say that when um when you hit your user vault and other people hit your user vault, it's double leaderboard points for the green vaults, but just for this month.
Oh.
Um, let's see. Introducing green user vaults. Medium article number 1. All right. Let's see. Let's just control find leaderboard. Maybe not that one.
Harris says, I thought the double points were for the builder leaderboard. And Hayes,
No,
but
so
Hayes
it
is saying
says,
double points for hitting green user vaults this month.
yep. So green user vault improvements coming soon. February. Double leaderboard points from green UVs, both for the hunter solving it and the owner. So if you're hitting, okay, that's what I was thinking in my head. So if you're hitting somebody else's green user vault, you're also getting double leaderboard points, but so is the owner of the vault. I might as well go down the rest of these just for things to look forward to. Q2 2023, upgrade system, upgrade your green UVs for extra functionality. Interesting. Q3 2023, random fun quests will be able to spawn for hunters when they solve your green UVs. Q3 2023, hunters will be able to place additional green UVs in areas that are lacking green vaults. That is the end of that list.
Okay. So now if you're hitting your own green user vault, normally you'd get double points when you hit your own user vault, right? Like you get points for hitting it and you get points for someone hitting it, right? Isn't that how it works?
Do you? Oh, I think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
because I thought like during leaderboard pushes and stuff, people are like, yeah, hit my vaults so I can get those points.
Well, you definitely
I think you're
get
right.
leaderboard points for people hitting your vaults. So it only makes sense that you also like that you would get double if you're hitting your own. So does that mean if you hit your own green user vaults this month we're getting
You're getting both.
quadruple leaderboard points?
I don't
Because you're
think that's
getting
the case because I don't feel that. I'm
double
hitting
for
mine every
hitting it
day.
and double for receiving it? Yeah. I don't know.
That's what she
Someone
said.
who yeah. Someone let us know if you actually know what the hell's going on, because obviously I have no clue. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find some insight in this first Medium article, but yeah, I can't tell. Mikiki Tiki said though that double points for solving builder leaderboard points will be retroactive, not active yet though. So don't know. All subject to change per usual. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, for one, I'm excited about these quests that are coming potentially in Q3.
Mikiki says you only get the solving leaderboard points for hitting your own, no double dipping for blue user vaults. Oh. I don't know why I thought it was double. Like, I don't know. I also obviously have not really been paying much attention to leaderboard points, so I can barely get Adventure Road points as it is.
Right,
Though,
there's a good segue.
I was proud of myself today, though. Like, I had to go do some work at the other house today, so I went and I finished sanding everything in the living room that needed sanding. So I sanded the entirety of the built-ins. No.
Oh, good.
I sanded the entirety of the built-ins, all the windowsills. I also sanded the vanity and the half bath and the windowsill. Like, I sanded a bunch of shit. So it was just covered in dust. But in order to go to the other house, like, I have options. I can walk. I can drive. right? Um, I drove because I usually drive because it's winter, though it was nice out today. But instead of just driving straight to the house, I drove the long way. I left the neighborhood one direction, went all the way around onto like one of the side roads that cuts onto the lake loop, took some of the lake loop back and came back into the neighborhood and made a 20-minute drive out of a 30-second drive.
I'm so
just
proud of you.
just so I could hit those two things. I got 2 TV questions and the 15 things.
User
So
vaults.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what tier are we on today?
It's still not good. 11.
Oh, okay.
Though I'm at 220 out of 300 of 11. So I'm like
Almost 12.
almost, kind of almost.
But
oh,
it's a short month.
And there's 2 mystery boxes is one of the things. So I know I'll get 100 points for that.
Yep. Go solve your green vault tomorrow during the daylight.
Maybe. Well, actually, yeah, I probably can do that. Yeah. Because I am leaving the house in a car tomorrow, so I can, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. That doesn't always happen. I don't always leave the house in a car.
Or at all.
Or at all. Yeah. So.
Well, I hope you're able to finish it out this month.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I did get my pirate display case today, I guess.
Yay!
So that was kind of cool. I haven't even looked at it yet.
It's ginormous on
Really?
the screen. It's huge. Yes. I love it. But it is so big compared to like the van or the, I don't know. I guess it's kind of on par with the mansion, the haunted mansion. But yeah, it's huge. And it's got really, I think it's my favorite so far. It's got excellent features. I definitely say you should equip it if you're curious to see what it looks like.
I mean, even if I don't end up equipping it, I can still look at it and see what it looks like because
that's true.
I think the last one I saw, like the last one I even saw was the haunted mansion one. I don't know that I've looked at any of them since then. Let's see. I have the QBR display case, the Christmas display case. Pirate display case. Coin hunt theme, premium theme, Hawaii 2022, Halloween display case, Adventure Pass display case, Adventure Pass December display case, New Year 2023 display case.
I'm thinking the freaking HQ skin.
Oh.
Sorry. I was not thinking I totally forgot about that display case. I think I'm wearing it right now in my thingy.
That's pretty good looking.
It is cute. It is cute.
I can't tell how many cubies it holds right off the bat like the other ones. The other ones are pretty obvious. This one, maybe
5?
I think maybe there's like a little shadow on the beam that kind of shows me like 1 at the top, 2 in the middle, and then I'm guessing 2 in the bottom.
Oh yeah, so I think you're right.
That'd be kind of cool. Oh, and apparently I just switched to the display case, and there's nothing in it, so I just have an empty display case right now. I'm not going to take the time to fill it.
No, you don't have 5 pirate cubies to throw in there?
No, I don't think I even have 1, unfortunately.
No.
I think that's one I might still not have. But, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. So, where are you at on Adventure Road?
I just made my way into tier 25. So I'm almost there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Not too bad. I'll leave work like a few minutes early if I need to go to like the print shop or go hit whatever vault or hit a green vault, or I never do the hit 5 green vaults, but yeah.
Yeah, I obviously don't either. I don't even do the hit 1 green vault. Like sometimes I will do the hit regular vaults one or the any vaults one, but I don't hit green vaults. It's not a thing I do. I try to avoid
now that
that.
I've bought one, it's a little bit easier to justify it, because I'm like, all right, well, at least I'm also benefiting from hitting this anyway. So
yeah. I'm still not good enough at green questions to. And this month is not good for me for questions.
Yeah.
I mean,
the categories are so hit or miss.
I mean, how many times have I gotten wrong who the hell made whose dress for what event? F no. Like, no. No, thank you. I have no clue.
I've been actually doing not too shabby on those fashion greens because, like, if I get the new automotive questions are the ones that are like really killing me. Like, I'm scared to choose automotive now because that was like a go-to for me before, and now I'm like, no, I don't know what car parts are. Like, what do. Like, I have no idea.
I'm okay with the new automotive. I actually kind of like it because
nice.
I feel like the other stuff was more branding, and this stuff is actually more cars.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. What kills me is geography used to be a go-to for me, but now I have to estimate population numbers for Are you kidding?
I know.
Like, I can't even look at a person and tell, like, what decade they were born. Never mind, like, how many people live in this country. Like, no. And especially when some of the numbers are so close together. Like, I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was, like, Chile or something. And it was like there was an option for, like, 10 million. And then there was an option for, like, 13 million. And, like, no, that's not right. I don't even there were some that were just super close together, and it's like it really, if you're estimating, it could be either one. And I don't know, I don't like it. Now there is a good process of elimination with that, with like the ones that are like billions, unless it's like China or India, that it's not those.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's like...
But that's if you're reading the full question and then reading all the answers all the way through, right?
Right.
The end of it, I'm like, just pick one.
Yeah. I learned that I don't know the average population of Cuba. I don't know the average population of Germany. Like, I'm just like, this is not geography.
Yeah.
Geography is like, where is a place? It's not about the people in the place. Geography is the place. Yeah.
Right. I feel like in some ways it could be beneficial if it was just like a couple of questions like that. But it seems as if there's like a full list, just similar to like, what is Delaware known for? Like in food, and it's like, wait, what? Like, actually, if you want to ask me about that dish specifically, and like, I don't know, whatever.
See,
Renee,
for me,
we have questions.
For me, the what dish is what state known for thing is easier to at least remember once you know it, because they're usually weird, right? And everything they're all different. So once you've heard it, it's easier to remember. But so many freaking numbers, they're numbers.
Yeah.
There's like, it's not interesting enough, like Rocky Mountain oysters or like fry sauce or onion burgers or like anything like that. It's not, it doesn't stick out. It's a number. So it's,
and also I'm realizing, are those questions, the food ones, are those in geography or are those in food and drink? They're in geography, right?
No, those are food and drink.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, switcheroo.
Yeah.
Rubik's
likes of course you like them, Rubik's. That's your thing.
Look, Kevo called Rubik's Little Miss Trivia, I think yesterday or today. I died inside.
I
Okay,
mean,
little Mr. Trivia, get out of here.
I mean,
They're hard.
no, after listening to Rubik's and seeing Rubik's like on videos, Little and Miss do not fit even
Do not fit.
close.
Hi, V-Dubs. How are you?
Trugoy says, good thing population never changes. Right. Like, okay, are we going to update these questions in 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, upside is Siri can answer them really quickly. I'll say that. Like, that's... But again, we're not remembering these. Because it feels like irrelevant information to remember.
Well, I guess it is trivial, but, you know, whatever. Trugoy says, also, we are all okay with pictures of animals being under science. That's biology, so that is okay.
Don't take that away.
That's biology.
Don't say this in Discord.
One of the things you learn in science, like when you're taking science classes as a kid, is like you learn about the classification systems, like genus and species stuff of animals, like, and then, you know, you take biology usually in 9th grade. So that's science. I like to think that that's science.
Yeah. Rubik's is embracing it and says, Little Miss Trivia checking in. Trivia King. The Trivia King, I think, is more fitting for you, sir.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Ooh,
all right. So...
Harris, I like that. Harris says, I would like to see plant identification in science too.
I like that too.
Yeah. Now I know, after Mama and I talked about her green user vault, now I know what a eucalyptus tree looks like.
Did you see I took an extra picture for you of the tree?
Yeah, I did see.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of trees in that area.
That spot you got your green user vault is gorgeous. Absolutely.
It's very pretty.
I love it.
It's very pretty. After I got over being mad at Toasties for taking the one down the street from the Yellow Vault, I was like, you know what? It's nice. Mine is ocean view real estate, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine is
good stuff.
residential view. I obviously didn't put it there, but we're leaving it right where it's at. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually had a guy come out of his house one time and be like, can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm just... Because I was parked right in front of his house.
Oh, no,
hi,
just
Renee.
on public property.
Hey,
Renee.
You don't need to move my green user vault. Thanks. We're good. Her ears must have been ringing that we were talking about the trivia questions and whether they should exist or not. Certain ones, anyway.
Renee, we would like to see plant identification trivia per Harris's request and idea.
Yeah.
If that could happen, that would be super cool.
Basically, we can remove the population number guesses from geography and replace it with plant identification in science. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Get that referral, Harris says.
We'll take it to the suggestion, Harris, if you want to jump in there. That's smart.
I don't know, that he wasn't very happy, and I think it's because his next door neighbor's like teenager deals drugs or something, and so I think he thought I was like I was not buying drugs.
And like, aren't you an open carry state?
Oh yeah.
No, don't talk to him. Abort mission. Get out of there. I don't like that.
I love how Renee was saying hi to Coley and it autocorrected to Colleen. That's great.
Silly autocorrect.
Oh.
She says the population questions are all deduction questions. Easy peasy. My brain can't deduce that fast when I want to be perfect.
Yeah.
But that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm still getting to know the new trivia, and I'm excited to see what next month's new trivia might hold for us.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there's new trivia next. Because they released a whole batch of stuff, and we haven't gotten some of those categories yet, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Renee, aren't you busy with Coin Hunt stuff? Coin Hunt Fest stuff? You don't have to put new trivia questions in. It's fine. Okay.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. Rubik said, hi, you just missed me saying the same thing, Renee. Yes, Rubik's is very on board
Yeah,
with
but
the
it's a question about
population
people.
questions.
It's not a question about geography. It's people. It should be a culture question, or political science, or I don't know, something like that. But it's not geography.
There we
Geography
go.
is about the place. It's like the land.
I could see the argument. Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Nope. She said, you want more trivia? No. She said, you got it.
Oh,
Look,
man.
Harris does. You could just populate it for Harris. Oh, it's okay. Learning is fun.
I want more photo trivia. I think I
Mhm.
really
Picture trivia.
I love the plant identification idea. I think that's great. That's like the perfect photo trivia too.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, well, Renee's got a lot in store for us, it sounds. So
Yeah, 5 seconds.
countries
Name
that
three.
start. Oh my
Argentina,
God.
Australia, Armenia.
Australia's continent.
It's also no, that's Oceania. Australia is a country.
Isn't it a continent?
Well,
Is it a country? Name a country within Australia.
no, Australia has provinces like Canada does.
Okay.
I think. Are they provinces?
I don't know. See, geography is not my strong suit.
Oh, I love geography. I've
More fashion questions, Renee.
No.
Yes, please.
No.
Thank
you. No celebrity, no fashion. No. Oh, another good identification, like photo ID thing would be like the actual flags. Like I know they do like the outlines of the countries with flags, and there's only a couple of those, and those are okay. But I like unique flag ones, like the Nepal flag. Like that's my favorite flag, the Nepalese flag, because it's like 2 triangles. Like the entire flag, it's not a rectangular flag like all other flags. Like it's actually like 2 triangles.
You're reminding me of Sheldon Cooper right now, and I love this for you. Fun with flags with Korkio.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Hey, but at least I mean I would be down to learn some flags because I don't know. I had a lot of learning curves during the World Cup event actually, because that was a good time to,
Yeah.
associate.
Yeah. No, I had
Yes, True Goy says, now tell me the population of those 3 countries.
That's not gonna happen.
Get out of here.
I like what Makiki Tiki said. He goes, which of their countries' names doesn't start with an A? That's my level of geography questions. Yeah. No, my 4th grade teacher was like obsessed with geography, so we spent the entire year doing geography stuff. We even did a geography bee, and like every person in the class had to pick a country that they knew nothing about that started with the same letter of the first letter of their name.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so they had to be that country, like be a representative from it, and wear a name tag that said what country they were, and they had to find out all these facts and like present it, whatever. So I spent the week wearing a name tag that said, "Hello, I am Chad," and I got to be Chad all week.
I bet that caused a lot of confusion.
Right? And I still don't know much about Chad, but except for the fact that I relayed this story to my boyfriend recently, like a couple weeks ago. Like randomly we were talking about it, and I told him about how I was Chad for a week. And I realized I didn't know anything about Chad, and then I took like a Wikipedia deep dive into Chad, and all of a sudden learned a lot about Chad.
We went 0 to 100 real quick.
Yep. Yeah. It's a bad place. It's just a bad place. So
True Goy says, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is my saving grace with geography.
Yes. I loved that. And I played the game, and I watched the show, and like I was all into that shit. I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
My mind just went to Anchorman. And that came up, so.
Oh.
He's like, Carmen Sandiego.
I am not an Anchorman person.
Oh,
I'm not a Will Ferrell person. I hate Will Ferrell, so yeah. No.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that.
There is one thing that I like Will Ferrell in.
Wait, but he's your type.
No, he's not.
Curly hair, tall.
No.
Yeah.
But he does
curly brown hair and tall.
He does cringe comedy, like dumb comedy, and I'm not a dumb comedy person.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Wait,
clever.
how can you like Vince Vaughn but not Will Ferrell? I'm confused.
Vince Vaughn plays smart dudes too.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he plays like that idiot in that Be Cool movie, but he also plays smart dudes. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about Jason Segel?
He wrote a fucking musical about Dracula. He's smart. Come on.
Sure. Okay. Oh,
but there's one thing that Will Ferrell was in that I love that isn't even like, it's not a movie or anything. He did like these little videos with his daughter when she was like really young, and they would do these little like sketch comedy routine things.
Yeah.
And there was one where his daughter was supposed to be his angry landlord. And she like goes and beats on a front door, and he answers. And she's like flipping out on him for not paying the rent. And then she goes, "Can I have 4 beers?" or something like that. And it was just hilarious. So that was great.
So it's not even him, it's his daughter actually.
Yes, it's actually his daughter that I think is funny, but I don't think he is.
Heard.
Yeah. So the only kind of dumb comedy I like is stuff like Borat, because it's actually dumb comedy in disguise.
There we go. Is Loop-de-Loop in the chat? Loop-de-Loop?
Why is
he has the Borat QB, right?
Oh, does he?
I thought so. I'm pretty sure it's Loop-de-Loop, right?
I haven't been in Discord enough lately to see anyone's QBs, like new QBs, if it's new.
No, it's not new. It's the... I'm almost certain it's Loop-de-Loop. Typically, he's in here, too.
Wait, Rubik says the first ever Funny or Die video. Was that the first ever Funny or Die video? That doesn't make sense. Was it?
How does that not make sense?
Because I don't feel like it's that old of a video, and Funny or Die has been around forever. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, Rubik's would know. That would be trivia, right?
Yeah, he is.
What is the first
king.
ever Funny or Die video? Yeah. But anyway, The Landlord. Is it called The Landlord? I didn't. Well, now you know what to look up if you want to watch it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, here I go. Saving it to my bookmarks.
Yeah. But yeah. So I love comedies like Borat, which are actually lowbrow comedy, or highbrow comedy in disguised as lowbrow comedy. And then like Letterkenny, which is also highbrow comedy disguised as lowbrow comedy. Yeah. Yeah. It was like I don't know. Never mind. I'm going to go off the rails. We don't need to go off the rails.
That's okay. It's very fitting for us.
It is. So.
Okay, so what else? while we're on the topic of culture, pop culture, and social media things, did you happen to see the Twitter contest that is going on this week?
I did enough to decide I was going to put I think it was a tiki in the auction house for like one of the to-dos on the adventure road.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I completely forgot about it because I haven't actually put any of those things on. Um, so,
Are you laughing at Renee?
um,
So no,
no,
I finally got the reference to Borat.
wait, I don't get what reference to Borat.
I think she's talking about Loop De
Oh,
Luke's
the QB.
custom QB. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I totally like I remembered it enough to list something in the auction house, but I didn't
That's
do
okay.
it. When does it
You got time. We have, let's see, yeah. Check. Until February 24th, 0 UTC. So 4 more days, because the 23rd for us at reset. But the problem being, we are not even halfway there when it comes to retweets. So we got to retweet this 700 times, and we're only at 344. So if you're listening to this podcast or watching the stream, go retweet that so
This is
we can actually
I'm guilty.
participate.
So I'm doing that right now because I'm guilty.
There we go.
If
So like
I can
not even
find
that,
it.
but you also have to wear the least popular QB. So it's like
I have to say I love that.
I like it. Yeah, me too, because everybody's gonna flip last minute and it's gonna just be like totally random who ends up winning.
Well, I like it because like when we're doing like pick the most worn QB thing, it creates this like tribalism. Like everyone's in this camp or that camp, and like it divides people. But like,
oh, you mean our zombie war our we declared QB war episode?
yeah, yeah. And this, you can't even do that with it, like because you don't want to. You want to be different than everyone else, and so it kills any kind of tribalism and just completely creates like diversification. And yeah, I really like that.
Like
whoever came up with that idea, very smart, very smart.
Yep.
Wait, was that full of dumplings? Because
dumplings?
Yeah,
perhaps it's different than they've ever done before, and so I would, just off that notion, I would assume that it might have been full of dumplings idea.
Well,
in which case,
if it was, good on you.
Yes, more please.
More.
But maybe 400 or 500 retweets instead of 700.
Yeah. Okay, so QB battle. Here we go. Retweet this 700 times. Retweet. Okay, done. Wait,
and
which account am I in?
Everybody,
am I in Ladies of the Hunt or am I in me?
Oh, I don't even know. For Ladies at the Hunt, so.
Oh, so it would have.
You're probably in yours.
I'm in me. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
done.
And then there was some confusion about this contest. So if you only saw the picture and didn't read the caption, it's where any cat, football, or tiki QB. You don't have to wear the black cat, the tiki chief, or the World Cup epic.
Right.
And then it says we're rooting for the underdogs, so we're the least popular QB, and I think there was just one word missing, QB type. So we're the least popular QB type, and you can win a contest box.
So it's not something where you can be like, okay, there were only so many Missies, so I'm going to assume that Missy is the least popular. It's cats in total.
Yes.
So if you think cats are the least popular, you could wear a boba and you'd still be good.
Yep.
Okay.
You could wear a Missy and still be good.
Right. I don't know. I think it should be not I mean, this makes it harder to figure out, right? Because cats were recent. Footballers were recent. tikis are the farthest away, but there are so many of them. And they go for
Same with the
nothing.
footballers.
Yeah, they go for nothing in the auction house. So I don't know. I mean, I think the farthest away, like the oldest one, is the tikis. Like the one we haven't seen as recently. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like more people bought tikis than footballers.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I really don't. And Alex Lang is asking, what's up, dude? What is going to be the lowest equipped? That's the $1 million question. Or the contest box question, I should say.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to figure that out, because if we all assume it's going to be tikis and then we all wear tikis, then we're screwing ourselves.
Yeah.
So
I thought, based on the fact that the tikis were the least recent, I'm assuming it's going to be tikis, which is why I put one of my tikis. Plus, I had so many duplicates. I put one of those in the auction house when I had to list something. So, there is
any bids yet?
No.
Okay, so people are not on the right path. Like, maybe they are thinking they're gonna equip those. Come on, bid.
Ooh, Trugoy brings up a good point. Trugoy says, how many inactive accounts still have cats or tikis equipped?
Ooh,
probably a good number of them. If it doesn't have to be a specific one, there's a much bigger chance of that happening. Yeah. So let's see. Currently in the auction house, I have 2 things listed because that came up twice in a row, I think. The Nanny Tiki QB is the one that I have for sale. Oh, there's a bid on it.
Oh, it's a miracle.
It's at 29.
Oh, nice. 29. Okay, couple bids. Well, wait.
No, I think it's still just
listed
one.
It at 24 keys?
No, I listed it at I list everything at 20 always. Someone bid it up to 29.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because it had to only be one, because if it was 2, it had to be a minimum of 30. So it's one
30.
person that did 9. Yeah. Why would you spend
your
blue keys like that?
I know. I'm like, huh?
I could see overbidding and doing it at 30, so that way you can spend a green key instead of your blue keys.
Right.
But if you bid at 29, you're just using up the most possible blue keys. It's kind of stupid. Sorry. But thank you for bidding. I mean, the way you bid was stupid. What you bid on was wonderful. Thank you. And just another update, though. Like, I also have 2 beach cocktails. I have a lot of 2. That is 1 clock, and it's at 25. So
you should let Zach know.
Is he still buying them?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think he is. I wouldn't. I mean,
if you want to sell them, it might be worth pinging him. He might bid on them because they're yours.
Yeah, I don't want to guilt him into it, though, if he doesn't want to. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Hayes asked, when does the contest end? It ends February 24th. It's 0-100 UTC. So
yeah,
February 23rd for us.
So buy my Nanny Tiki QB in the auction house.
Yes.
So what have you been listing for your things? Because you should have 2 things in the auction house right now.
You want to know? It's the same thing every single time, because I literally...
a black cat.
No. I list something to, because I know it's not going to sell. I literally list it just to get the 100 points, and I'll spend the green key because I don't mind. Because in my opinion...
You don't want to list something that will sell?
No, because I think... to be honest, they'll go for less because the market's so saturated with people listing things that they do want to sell. That's like when I buy, is when it's list an auction house item. That's when I start buying stuff. Because the market's so saturated. So to be perfectly honest, what's up, Kevo Strings? Kevo Beans? To be perfectly honest, I just I throw a red QB up there every single time. The second red QB that we had to print for some auction or Adventure Road task, I just throw it up there every time because I'm like, I'll sacrifice a green key, get my 100 points, and it'll get returned, and it's this vicious cycle.
I do
But
the exact opposite of you. I
yeah, it's
I
weird.
know that people are less likely to buy my stuff when it's a when people have to list things, just because there's so many things and they're going for so cheap. So I look for what is the least saturated market that I have extra of, and that's what I put up there. And for the longest time it was earth hearts and water hearts.
Mm.
And I'm not out of earth hearts and water hearts, but I don't have any more to list. So now I'm like
Right.
having to get creative.
Exactly. That, and between the two of us, I mean, we're both a little bit of like resource hoarders, right? So
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't really want to sell anything. I don't sell much to begin with, unless it's like, a black cat every couple of months, or um
I mean, I don't mind
if
selling
I'm really
something.
desperate for keys, then I'll go on like a selling spree, but it's definitely not during a list and auction house item.
Oh, I don't ever list stuff because I'm desperate. Like I can get desperate for keys, but I'm not going to list something for it because I anything that's going to go for a lot of keys, I really don't want to sell.
Yeah.
So I kind of like I don't know. I'm just
Something right there in the middle.
yeah, if I'm
Like
not
just popular enough.
yeah, if I'm not walking, then like I'm not going to throw away a green key for that because like
That's fair.
my keys are super valuable, even though I seem to be getting super fucking lucky with the 50 blue key boxes.
Yes, like on a weekly basis, miss.
Yeah.
Little Miss 50 blue keys.
But I mean, I'm grateful because I haven't done a walking quest in months. Months. So,
Get on it. Hey, okay, so Kevo Strings and Harris are both on the same strategy as me. He said he just got his red QB back today because no bids, and Harris said, "LOL, I list a red or green QB every time too." Thank you.
wow. Wow. See, I'm with Hoth.
Um,
I've listed paint a couple of times. Like when those things came up, when it was like cats or when it was football, like when it was something like that, that
mhm.
we had to have a lot of paint for something. I
Yeah.
listed that color paint because I've got insane amounts of paint. Um,
Yeah.
and it always sells. I mean, if you put enough of it up.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a hoarder when it comes to paint too.
mm.
I have a 50K um bottom line. And so,
Oh, I
and
do
between
too.
printing, like between the stuff that I print versus what's in my inventory, I really like can never sell quite over. I mean, I probably could, I just don't really want to. I don't know why.
I also I have a actually I have a I have a 80K bottom line for red and yellow. I have a 120K bottom line for blue and green, and then I have a 60K bottom line for purple. And I have over
Nice.
that in all of those. Like I have
Oh, great. Wow.
150,000 green paint right now. So I can always put that
Let's
shit up.
hope. Yeah, let's hope this rare blueprint uses green paint.
Yeah.
Considering it's for a green vault purchase, I think it's very fitting.
Right?
Alicia Weaver.
Though I have 103,000 yellow paint. I have 85,000
Oh,
red paint.
how do you have so much yellow paint after wait, World Cup QBs, what paint color were they? Oh no, they were just balls. Soccer balls, right?
I think so.
Can't remember.
I can't either. But I don't print. I don't
Dang,
print.
that's a lot of yellow. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Saving it
So,
for that eventual leaderboard push.
well, I just
Damn,
like
son.
yeah,
Rubik's has
190.
193 green paint.
Mhm.
You win, buds.
The only reason why I don't have something like that is because I actually had been listing it. And when I list my paint, I always do it in like 5,000 chunks
That's smart. So
because I
you're
want to
for
get the
sure
most
selling it.
keys. Yes.
Ah,
Yeah. I list it at 20 and I usually like the the lower level paints I'll do for 5,000 chunks. For the higher level, like purple, I'll do in 2,000 chunks.
Yeah.
But I always make sure I'm for sure selling it, because my absolute fear is putting something in the auction house and getting absolutely nothing for it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I hate throwing my green keys away. And you guys do this all the time, and I don't get it. Like, I would be like, my green key.
Well, I kind of like justify it in my head. Okay, so it's a bad justification because you could go out, if you're paying for AR, you can go out and just hit 25 user vaults and make up for that 100 points, right? And then at the same time, you're getting crypto. So you're actually like getting something in exchange for your keys. In this case, I am quite literally just wasting it. Like, I don't care. I want my 100 points. And I don't do it every single time that comes up. But just everybody kind of plays the game differently, and like my time versus like time allotted to hunt versus the resource hoarding in me is like, this is what I'm okay with.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, you know, crazy. Like the longer this game goes on, all of the different strategies that we all have. And I used to have this fear that I like would never have enough of something, and I think that's why I have such a hoarding problem. But I don't know.
I grew up as a coupon cutter, so I'm a hoarder.
I can relate. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Like I said, I thought my 30K purple was good. That is really good for purple. Purple is rare.
Yeah, and I mean, keep in mind, like, I got most of my paint back in the day, like, when you didn't have to choose between paint and crypto.
Exactly.
And also, like, you got random amounts. I quite often got, like, those 500s, like, during happy hour that were they always 500 during happy hour? I don't remember now. It was always 500.
Yes, they were.
But you could also sometimes get more, right? Weren't they
Yeah. I think you're thinking of the resin. I think paint was always.
I thought it was always.
I thought paint was always 50, and then the resin is what would fluctuate.
Maybe.
But again, you're hitting the nail right on the head in that we got both crypto and resource boxes every time you hit a vault. Now,
or at least
we don't really pick
crypto.
Resources.
You didn't always get a resource box, but you didn't have to choose.
Right. Yeah.
So
I also used to do a lot more happy hour hunting.
Me too.
Well, I mean, when I started playing this game, I was unemployed, so I had a lot more time to be playing Coin Hunt World. But you know, life, such is life.
Well, I play way more heavily in the summer than I do in the winter, and in the summer my like work is slow, so I don't have to be like sitting here constantly doing taxes. Like if I see it's happy hour in the summer, I can kind of just be like, sure, let's go for a drive.
Nice.
You know? But
yay, summer's coming up.
Yeah. I think someone was barbecuing today, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It was 50 degrees. So it's not warm enough to barbecue, but I could smell it.
Not barbecue weather. Smells delicious, but not barbecue weather.
Yeah. And
holy smokes, Hayes.
75,000 yellow paint not getting the Missy.
That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of prints.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy. Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you about to say?
We
were talking about your neighbor growing.
Yeah, and when I did make that little short trip on the lake loop today, just to go to my neighbor, like the street over, there were a lot of people out walking on the bike path. Like even though it was just 50 degrees, everyone was like, "Oh my god, the sun was out." Yeah, the sun's out. It's been crazy windy here. Like, and
Yeah.
with the loop being right along the lake, and the lake is actually elevated. It's a dammed lake, so it's
Mm.
kind of higher than everything around it.
Okay.
And when you walk, like, it's always the windiest place in the area anyway. But just sitting here the other day, we had 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Oh my God.
My house was
That's
moving.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm. My house was literally moving. Like, I was sitting here doing taxes, and I felt the house shift from the wind. And it's the funniest
Basically an
thing.
earthquake.
You mean basically a tornado?
I mean, yeah. But like if your whole house is shaking,
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess yeah, my brain goes to earthquake because California. But
Yeah. But so what's crazy is, like, my front door, it has this, like, I guess it's like this weird air gap that when it's like super windy and air pushes through it, it makes this loud vibrating
whistles.
sound. No, it's like this
Oh.
groan. It's like, it almost sounds like I don't know, a dinosaur like waking up or something. Like, it's this really insanely loud, deep vibration that sounds like a moan or something. It's crazy.
Wow.
So my house was doing that nonstop the other day. And yeah, it was weird. It was like sustained winds of like 40-mile-an-hour with like 65-mile-an-hour gusts.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Roaring. It comes roaring down the plains.
Yeah. Yeah. So people were like,
Hey,
"Oh, it's
chip.
not windy. Let's go walk on the bike path, even though it's only like 50 degrees." So,
Well, to Kevo strings, that's like shorts and t-shirt weather is what he's saying.
right. Yeah.
Chavo Chip said, my daughter's commented on the number of barbecuers we saw out today. It was sunny and 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dang.
Nice. I mean, that's cold, but
well,
that's in my personal opinion and Korkio's personal opinion.
Yeah. It does say, I guess it got warmer as the day progressed. Like, it was earlier, it was like 50, but I'm looking right now at my computer. It says it's 57 out. So that's pretty good, considering that my boyfriend is in New Mexico skiing down snow and it's 57 here. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
So
it's been beautiful out.
Yeah. So did you do anything fun for Valentine's Day?
No, I work in hospitality.
Oh, yeah. I don't go out to restaurants on Valentine's Day usually because it's like crazy busy and I don't like packed restaurants. But I went
That's the smartest thing to do.
This year. We went tanning for Valentine's Day and
I
loved it.
Did you? Okay, new tradition for Valentine's Day?
No, new tradition for once a week.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you going to get your tanning bed or did you go with a membership? Did they convince you?
Okay, so this place doesn't require a membership. It's
good.
It's $6 anytime you go.
Okay, great.
It's like
that's awesome.
Bucks. Like I could get a membership.
But
I could do unlimited for like I think it's unlimited and it's like a yearly thing and it's like $150.
Okay,
that's not bad.
I'd have to do what's 12 times 24 if you went once a week.
Well, okay, so let's say it's 150 bucks for the year, divided by 52 weeks in a year. That's $2.88 every time you go.
There we go. That's way better than $6. So, Did you buy the membership?
I didn't yet. But I'm going back tomorrow. Because we were just gonna try it and see how we liked it. But we both liked it. So it was funny because we both used like the high powered bed and they only had one of them. So he went first and then I went after, and so he was sitting in the car waiting for me when I got out. And so I'm like walking out of the place with my phone in my hand, searching tanning beds for sale.
Google's like, yes.
Usually, like, I'm the cheap one. Like, I don't like spending money ever. Like, I don't spend money if I don't have to. he's the one that like just buys whatever the hell he wants, which is why we have like a random 3D printer that he bought just so he could make something for one game. And then like he's got the most random shit that he just buys because he can. And so I tell him that I want to buy a tanning bed because it is not just
we can.
It's not just like, oh, I like it, I want to do it. It's also my skin feels so much better. My mood is drastically improved. And recently, I learned that autism side effects are somewhat reduced by vitamin D. Like vitamin D actually helps because it helps produce serotonin. And part of like issues with autism is like you have
serotonin
a much lower serotonin level in your brain. That's part of it. I actually went down this crazy autism vitamin D rabbit hole and learned a whole lot the other day.
Wow.
But yeah, so like there's a lot of reasons why a tanning bed would be great for me. Like seriously. And my boyfriend's like, he's like, babe, that's not a good idea. Like, you shouldn't do that. And he's like, you know, if I'm saying it, then it's really a bad idea because I never cautioned you about money stuff. And I'm like, why is this a bad idea? He's like, well, you don't need to go buy one for hundreds of dollars when you can just go to this place and it's $6 every time. And I'm like, but then I have to go to a place. And you know, if that means I have to leave the house, then it's less likely to happen, which means I won't get all the benefits. And my genius idea was like, my mom's going to be living in this house and we're going to be living in the other house. And he's like, well, there's no place to put it in the other house. I was like, yes, but my mom will live a couple of houses down and she has 3 bedrooms she's going to be closing off because she doesn't know what to do with them because she doesn't have that many people to live in that house. So we just make one of those rooms in the other house a tanning room. And then my mom can use it when she gets really cold in the winter. She can just go in there with her clothes on and she'll get warm. And because my mom's like maybe 90 pounds soaking wet and she always is cold. And she's always complaining she's freezing. And I'm like, Ma, you lay in this tanning bed with all your clothes on. You don't have to worry about the actual tanning. It's just going to heat your entire body up. And she's like, oh, that's nice. And then we don't even have to pay for the electricity.
There we
go.
So
I'm like, why is this a bad idea? I don't get it. I don't get it. Especially
it's just a long payoff.
Well, it is and it's not like...
monetarily speaking, but like personal benefits obviously are totally different.
Yeah, and like I can just roll out of bed and walk down the street and use it instead of like having to make myself ready to go out in public and like using a bed.
Waste gas.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's like 5 minutes down the road, but it's also like I have to lay on this bed that other people lay on. Like, I mean, she sanitizes it every time, but like,
yeah,
I don't really want my butt to be where, like, we're not talking chairs here. You know, it's a little different. So,
I hear ya.
Yeah, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And so they have these 2 different beds, right? There's like the super high powered one that had a maximum of 15 minutes. And they had the regular one, which was a maximum of 20 minutes. So we decided to use the super high powered one. I don't know why. We just did. And so my boyfriend went for, he had it shut off at 8 minutes because he's kind of white. He's kind of very white. And it's winter, so he's like extra white. And she asked me how long I wanted to do it for. And I was like, I'll do the full 15. She's like, this is your first time. Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I don't really burn, I'm sure. And for most of my body, I was right. It was great. Like, for most of my body, 15 minutes was no problem. I barely even looked like I had a tan in some places. Except now she was even bringing up like, well, there's places that don't get sunlight a lot, and I was like, yeah, but those don't get burned in the summer when I tan them, so it's fine. There are places that don't even get tanned in the summer, and those places I have seriously painful underboob right now, like insane. Because when I tan in the summer, the sunlight doesn't reach that, but a tanning bed sure fucking does. Especially when my arms are over my head, so like the just stretch everything out, so like creases don't happen. Oh my god.
Yay! No bra all week.
Oh, that's every day. That's not a thing.
Oh yeah, you work from home.
But yeah, oh my god.
What does the doctor recommend when you get a sunburn? Or what's the trivia question? There you go. Apply aloe vera.
Which I have been doing quite regularly.
Oh.
But yeah, and I'm actually finally this is one of my favorite puns, is like when someone gets a sunburn and you tell them that in a couple of days they'll be quite appealing. So my underboob is quite appealing right now.
Yeah. We're there. We've made it.
We made it. And I am like, it has been bothering me. I have a compulsion of peeling sunburns. I am an obsessive peeler. This is like my stim. So like I have to keep reminding myself I am on video, and this is going out to the world, and I can't be sitting here playing with my boobs on the video. So
there might be a few people in here that feel differently. But
so sorry, and you're welcome.
Hey, Hayes is reminding us that it's mystery box time.
Oh yeah.
Get your mystery boxes. Who wants to place a bet that Korkio gets 50 blue keys?
If I don't get it now, I'll get it tomorrow morning.
Exactly. What are the chances?
I got 15. I got the same as Hayes.
Woohoo! Twinsies. Let's see.
Oh, green tea. I have heard the green tea thing. Yeah.
It's 8 blue keys.
8. It's weird. It's like sunburns don't bother me, but this one almost feels like a bruise. It's like, have you ever had a sunburn that like turned into like I didn't even get blisters. Like it wasn't that bad. But I think it's just because it's a crease area. Like you ever get sunburn in a crease area where like no matter what it just hurts?
Probably. To be perfectly honest, I've gotten 3rd-degree burns, like where your like bikini goes, like right on your lower back. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I bet.
I've gotten some pretty interesting burns. Yeah. I don't to where it feels bruised though.
It's weird. It's
I mean, maybe like on my tattoos, like when you get burned on your tattoos and your ink kind of like inflames and it feels like you can feel your outlines and stuff.
Yeah,
those kind of hurt. Yeah, and could feel like a little bruise.
I know what you're talking about with that. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't ever burn, and I did maximum time in the like high powered tanning bed. I did not burn anywhere except for underboob and panty line crease areas. Which are also places that like never get sun because they're crease like any crease area. But even like the back of my knees was fine because those get sun in the summer.
Yeah. And but that's probably like the worst area to get sunburned. I hate that spot. Oh.
Yeah. But any of the crease areas that don't ever get a tan because for some reason, like the bed is so specific, like it doesn't allow for shadow anywhere. Where tanning in the sun allows for shadow in some places. So
exactly.
Yeah. So I'm going
Well,
again tomorrow, but I will be bringing a little like face cloth to cover the certain
good.
areas that are still burnt, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and I'll be going
Excellent.
once a week because that's the best thing. It's the best. It's why
So you're
have I
happy.
not done it until now? Why did I wait so long? For $6, like
Amazing. I think you should just splurge for that membership.
I probably will. I just yeah.
Not too shabby.
My problem is if I have to go to a place, how likely is it that I'll actually go on a regular basis?
Well, if it's making you happy, I think you will. You'll
But
make a point to go.
that's the thing, like, but when I'm feeling bad and I need to be made happy, I'm even less likely to leave the house. So we'll have to see.
I could see, well, test it out for a month or so and
Yeah.
check back in, I guess.
That's actually more likely what I'll do is I'll see if I actually go every week for, well, I know I'll
Make
be
sure you don't
going
get
every week for a
burnt
month.
out.
I'll have to wait until after the cruise and see if I continue going every week because my boyfriend's going to be going with me every week until the cruise because he also wants to get a tan. Yeah.
Good.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Well, love this journey for you guys. I'm glad your Valentine's Day ended up so successful.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone's got seasonal affective disorder, any autists out there, anyone who just hates the winter, just go tanning.
Yep.
I didn't know it would be like I always used to laugh at girls that did it for cosmetic reasons. I didn't get it. Like it just wasn't me. It wasn't my kind of thing. I was like, oh, it's like girls that go get their like I don't know, their eyebrows like threaded and like I don't get that stuff. That's not me. I'm not girly girl, but this is different. This is different.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah. Worth it. Worth it. I should not have waited so long. Anyway. So you didn't do anything for Valentine's Day?
No, we haven't yet. No.
No.
I know. We've
don't.
gotten so used to not celebrating Valentine. I mean, not that we don't celebrate, but we've gotten so used to not celebrating on that day. It's just like such a moot holiday, in my opinion.
Yeah. I normally don't either. I just
yeah. So,
I'm usually the only one that doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, I love like flowers on Valentine's Day, but we don't need to make a reservation anywhere. Like we have date night every week and stuff. So I feel like we show our love to each other and we don't need a once a year holiday to solidify it.
If you have date night every week, you don't need that holiday. Like that's the way to do it. That's the right way to do it. I feel like most people though like are like, "Oh, it's a holiday. I can't believe you didn't do anything." And I'm like, I fucking hate holidays.
Yeah. But also it's like the absolute worst day ever to go out. Like no, just PSA to everybody, your servers are not thrilled to be there. They don't like it when other people are sitting on the same side of the table making out with each other. Like it's people are so rude and it's like their first time ever going to a restaurant and it's just too top central and everybody's just high strung and everybody like you want it to be perfect and it's just the expectations are so high that it's just no, I refuse to make people in this industry suffer any more than they already do.
Yeah. I did go out to a fancy restaurant one year for Valentine's Day. And it was only because my absolute favorite Italian restaurant that had the best Italian food I ever had in my entire life, which doesn't exist anymore, was doing like a special Valentine's Day, like you had to book in advance. Everyone shows up like at the same time. You have a set table. Yeah. And like the menu's already set, everything. And they just do the thing.
Oh, wait. I remember you telling me about this because you said it was like 6 or 7 courses, right? And it was like everything that you had.
That's different. That's the tasting menu restaurant. But that place is also good. But no, this is just like there's one cook. He was a just a dude from New Jersey, and his daughters were the waitresses, and his wife was the restaurant manager, and he was the only one allowed to cook anything. No one else was even allowed in the kitchen with him.
I love that.
And you go and you sit down and you order, like on a normal night, you'd sit down and you order, and you'd expect to get your food 2.5 to 3 hours later. Like, there was a line at the door at 6 p.m. because they opened at 6. They closed at 10. And they were only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And
Love
you expect
that.
to be there
Wow.
from 6 to 10. It's like an event when you go. Like, you go there from 6 to 10. And you don't go when you're hungry because you know you will not eat for hours. But it is the most amazing Italian food I'd ever had in my life. Like, I don't even usually like Italian food because it's so cheap. Like, it's so Americanized.
It's objective.
It's like
people can
cheese
do
and red
anything with
sauce.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was real Italian food and with full flavor and like, I'd never had anything like it. And I grew up in Italianville. Like, a place full of Italians. My whole family was like, no one ever cooked like this. And they shut down a couple years ago because the daughters went off to college, and so there was no one to be a waitress anymore. And so, yeah.
Man, okay, well, when you come to California, I'm going to ask Marvin's House's mom to cook for you because she was the chef at our first Italian restaurant. We had a 15 to 16 table house, and it was very similar circumstances, although we didn't have like a preset menu or anything, but nothing on the menu really changed. We'd have like a couple of specials every month, and it was like pomarola sauce and the best carbonara you've ever had in your freaking life and the best meatballs you've ever had in your life. Like, she is such an authentic Tuscan cook.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Yeah, like, really, hands down the best Italian food I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Well, Nene Crashman says Mother's Day would like to have a word with you about worst restaurant evening. Separate. Mother's Day is during the day. Mother's Day is brunch. Also a horrible time to go out. Do not take your mom to brunch.
Yeah,
horrible.
You can't do Valentine's Day brunch isn't really a thing. Like, if you take your Valentine out for brunch, you're seen as probably being cheap or whatever because stupid social rules that are bullcrap. But like, that's what you do for moms. You do brunch, right? Or you could do dinner, but you have options, so that spreads it out throughout the day. And yeah,
there you go. Wait, Keva, what are you talking about? Did we snark on your canned spaghetti sauce? It sounds like me. I would probably do that.
I usually avoid Italian food because you have to, like, for red sauce, like, I hate red sauce when most people cook it because if you don't simmer it on the stove for multiple hours, you don't cook out whatever it is in the red sauce that gives me heartburn. And everyone's red sauce gives me heartburn. Yeah.
It's a lot of acidity. And like, marinara is it's not actually what most Italians use. They do pomodoro or pomarola sauce, which is tomato sauce, but it's a very light tomato sauce. It's not heavy, like to dip your mozzarella sticks in. Yeah. They actually judge us so much for our marinara.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I do, like, anytime we do family pasta, which is kind of easy, I either go for like a pesto or I also like to be cheesy and go for the vodka sauce. Or I just do butter and cheese because sometimes I'm in the mood for just butter and cheese. But like,
sometimes just plain noodles by themselves. Ooh, you want a hack? If you ever want to make a very cheap pasta salad, boil some penne and put it in the fridge overnight and put Italian dressing or balsamic or whatever, like, dressing that you like on it the next day. Oh my God. I throw that stuff in a Ziploc bag and just shake it and I could eat that all day long.
Dude, I do that all the time.
So good.
I do a caprese pasta salad with, like, I go and just get like the mozzarella, like the buffalo mozzarella, and I chunk it up, and then I get like the cherry tomatoes, and I get usually pick fresh basil out of my garden and like a white balsamic. And yeah, I just put it all in, shake it up, and we'll have that for lunch for days throughout the summer.
Yeah.
Almost every summer there's always a pasta salad in my refrigerator.
Nice.
I used to do the Italian dressing one too, but I fell in love with balsamic recently, so.
Caprese style sounds nice. Rubik said, what do real Italians dip their mozzarella sticks in?
Olive
Well,
oil
see, that's the thing.
and spices, but they also don't have mozzarella sticks.
No, but listen, so they could, okay, I'm obviously not speaking for all Italians. Let's be real here. But that is what marinara is for. It's not for your pasta. It's more of a dip, and we use it as a sauce. And that's the difference. Is we somehow made it into a pasta sauce also, when it's like, no, those are two totally different things.
Yeah, and like, do real Italians don't eat mozzarella sticks, right?
Yeah,
like
probably.
Like Americans fry shit.
I love a fried cheese.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm not saying there's like it's bad, but like real Italians just don't eat that.
It's almost time for me to order dinner. Almost time for me to order my Parmesan. Yes.
I wish you could order that for
Hayes.
me.
I'm sorry, Hayes. I feel like we're bagging on Hayes because he said his birthday's on Valentine's Day and his brother's is on Mother's Day.
Oh, that's really bad luck. Well, my birthday is right like the day after New Year's, and my boyfriend is Christmas Eve. So I feel you.
Rough birthdays.
Yeah. So Rubik's, I believe you that you were being sarcastic. It wasn't coming through because I live in Oklahoma, where Oklahomies would actually ask that question.
That sarcasm I completely understand.
Yeah. I mean, like,
the Olive Garden sarcasm.
Yeah.
Rubik said, is Olive Garden not the peak of Italian food?
I could never. It's crazy. Like, Okies don't understand Italian food at all, which makes sense because there was only one good restaurant ever that like could fit not a lot of people in it. Like, it wasn't popular. They think Olive Garden is Italian food, and I'm like, that's why I don't eat Italian food. But I also couldn't find good Italian food in Rhode Island unless I went to like someone's house. So I just don't eat Italian food because it's usually shit. I'll just make my own.
Fair enough.
If I really want it, but yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've ventured off quite a bit here.
Don't we always?
Per usual. Are we still doing? No, let's skip walking. Eh?
I just told you I hadn't done one in months.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that's between the two of us. So, we shall skip that. I feel like we've kind of hit on auction house stuff. Do you have anything else you want to shill that you're selling aside from your Nani Tiki?
Buy my cookies and my cocktails.
And your cocktails? Yeah.
Actually, I think Medfrich is the one that put a bid on my cocktails. I could be wrong, but I feel like I saw his name recently, and that's the only reason why I would see anyone's name, because I haven't been in Discord.
Nice.
But so you have you have a red QB in the auction house right now? Guys, go buy red QBs at the auction.
Let me see. Yeah, it probably got returned already, to be honest. Let me see here.
Well, I've got 2 active auctions. So because of the 2 days.
Has it only been? Oh yeah, me too. Yes, so there's 2 red QBs in the auction house. One at 20 keys at 2 clocks and one at 20 keys at 1 clock. And yeah, if you feel so inclined to buy another red QB, I have every intention for that returning safe and sound to its original owner. But
I'm surprised you don't like take something like actually valuable, like minorly valuable, and like just put it out at a. Well, I guess that's a risk of key
outrageous
transfers.
cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get banned for that, I guess. So smart for not doing that, I guess. I didn't think it through.
Oh, there's plenty
Yeah.
of people that use that strategy though. Like I think I heard what was in the auction house? Oh, we were watching Toasties was streaming earlier because he did an etherfish giveaway, and
Mm.
he had brought up Hoth, you were in there. Was it a Laura ghost blueprint that you guys were, or I guess it's just the ghost blueprint pirate cap, or what the hell am I saying? The
Ghost Pilot.
ghost pilot, there we go, blueprint was in the auction house for like 5 purple keys or something like that. And I'm like, I mean, I guess like if you don't mind it, go, I doubt you're gonna get a bid on it, but if you don't mind that selling and somebody places a bid on it, you wouldn't be mad at it. But what are you gonna use those purple keys on? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my fear, is like I don't want all these big keys either.
If someone
What am I
does
gonna do?
happen to bid on something. Yeah.
Right. So
I don't know. Interesting.
well, I'm happy to hear that your tiki is gonna sell, and then also your cocktails, because Medberich.
If it was him, yeah. Also, I have this box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, cuties! Oh, it's getting shipped to me soon.
Yeah, probably. Well, I think the mail isn't going tomorrow, right? Because President's Day, so probably on Tuesday. I'm gonna send it to you.
Nice.
There's like,
wait, let's see one of those bad boys again. Let's shill our goods. We'll shill what's for sale and then what's for. Oop! Yay! Our very unique, one of a kind, OG 3D printed cubies.
yeah, and
that are
they're
going
gonna
to be keychains.
keychains. Yeah, they have a little hole in their butt, and like we'll put a little loop on their top, and then we'll have a little keychain thing. Yeah, and there are some with birthmarks, but there's only a few because we fixed the issue, and most of them are really good. And I think I've got like 40 something here.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
guys.
super
Well,
cute.
I guess we could offer pre-order on these, or are we just doing cash only?
That's up to you since you're
I
gonna.
don't have the things. We'll have to be cash only. I mean, unless we want to set up a Square or PayPal, I guess we could do to PayPal.
Well, I mean, if you want, like, people could just do your PayPal. Well, we do have the Ladies of the Hunt PayPal.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
You just have to turn on email notifications. Okay. Anyways, we'll figure this out after the stream. I also have a surprise. It also came today. Look at those.
Nice.
Shiny pins.
I'm so excited for those.
They look great.
Yeah.
I wish I had a size comparison, but you can come find me and you can get your Ladies of the Hunt pin. Then you can come get your Marvin pin.
I want one of those so bad. It's so cute.
I've got your bag already set. Look, it's got your name on it.
Aw, really?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet. Well, yeah, so these guys, I figure cash, PayPal, Joey's already gonna buy one supposedly, and I think someone else in Oklahoma is, so I'm gonna have to put a couple aside for them. And I realize I don't have the keychain parts, so I'm gonna have to get more keychain parts for them, or I might actually be able to take apart other keychains.
Well, wait, no. Why don't you wait to give it to them? When I send you your little bundle, I'll send you however many you need for them.
Okay.
And then we'll just do it that way. I'll just throw it in that box.
Okay.
That'll be like relatively soon after the fest.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Okay, PBL and LBS said those OGs are adorable. Working on your pins. Yay! We're all gonna have little tradables. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's
so interesting.
Debbie
like
said pretty.
So the cruise I'm going on is having like a swag swap is what they call it, like where you can make or buy like 311 swag and you can swap it with people, but you can't sell it because copyright, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So it's interesting that like there doesn't even seem to be an official swag swap, but the Coin Hunt World community is doing that anyway.
Totally.
And only like a select few can actually sell their stuff because of the merch licenses. But like, I imagine you're going to come away from that place with a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Oh, speaking of, I don't know if Makiki Tiki is still in here. You have to search Discord for his the pictures that he posted of I think I showed you the skull, the awesome stone skull keychains.
Are they
He made
not
a
what we
bunch of
got?
Well, check them out because they have different eye colors now. He has like ones with blue eyes and red eyes, and they're really cute. Yeah, very similar to the ones that we already have, but yeah, they're. I mean,
oh, they
like
are
I always say,
cute.
his handmade ones are just like just so amazing, so awesome.
I like with the like brownish face
Yeah,
part, and the black eyes. That's my favorite ones.
they're so cool.
Yeah.
So unique.
And I'm also tossing in we were talking on the phone the other day, away from y'all, and I was telling Mama about my boyfriend is making these little things for the swag swap on the cruise. They're 311 little containers, right? That just have like these little slide tops. So I'm gonna send you one of those too. It's got like a super minimalistic like 311 logo on it.
Logo.
Yeah. And if he
those things are so cool.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of him. Usually he's not very adventurous in his like creative side stuff. He does very like my boyfriend's a square. Just leave it that way. He's very square. But this, I was like, oh, you're making pill containers for a 311 cruise. Okay.
I see you.
Yeah. So we've got a ton of those, and those are coming in different colors eventually. He's only made the black ones so far because he's skiing right now. So he hasn't gotten around to the new stuff yet, but
it's on vacation.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the post office on Tuesday or Wednesday if I can't get out on Tuesday for whatever reason, and I'm going to send this to you with all the stuff. I'm going to keep a couple of the little pins that go through the bodies aside. I'm going to keep a couple cubies aside for my Oklahomies that want them.
Oklahomies!
Yeah.
How is this the first time you've ever said that?
Oh, it's definitely not. I think I even said it earlier tonight.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love that. Oklahomies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we all call each other is Oklahomies.
That's so cute. We need to think of a cool name.
I mean, the mayor calls us Oklahomies. Like,
that's awesome. Your mayor is super cool, though.
Oh my god, we have the best mayor ever. Totally have the best mayor ever. So, yeah. So I hope you guys are gonna like those OG QB keychains. They were a nightmare to figure out how to do properly. It took
a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, I used a half a spool of filament just to get them to print properly before using the other half to actually print them. But like they kept getting like, well, let me show you what kept happening to them. Stuff like this.
Oh my god.
That kept happening to them. So, and we couldn't figure out why. We had to change a whole bunch of settings. We, in the process, learned a ton about our 3D printer. So, yeah. And I've already...
Everything happens for a reason.
Right. I already started packing boxes up for the new house. Just because I like to do that gradually. Like, I'll do a couple of boxes a day because it'll take me fucking forever to ever get around to finishing it. So I've packed up my Coin Hunt World Shrine box for my office in the new house, and it's got like stuffed animal from Crypto Cornucopia and the keychain from Crypto Cornucopia and all the treasures that we like swapped in Hawaii and the stuff that VW Rules sent us, and like I have
all the good stuff.
I have so much stuff. So much
coin hunt stuff.
And I love it.
No, right? So, I got my stuff right here.
Yeah.
Right next to me.
I love that black cat plushie. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Well, I have to eventually get my hands on one of them because it needs to be in my shrine somewhere.
Definitely.
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Eventually he'll have like, one of every epic QB and we can buy it in a bundle for a discount or something.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I'm here for that.
Dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had started this 3D printing journey a little bit earlier. Because instead of just like OG keychains, you'd be bringing like QB charm bracelets to.
Yeah.
So maybe that's on the table for next year because.
How big can we make those QBs, by the way?
We can make them as big or as small as you want. Well.
So you could like actually make a black cat one that's like maybe this size?
I want to say the plate that I have.
I guess you'd have to get all the parts that go along with the size things.
I actually have a tape measure. So the plate, I think it limits me to like a 9-inch by 9-inch by 9-inch.
Okay. That's okay. That's pretty big.
It's about the plushie. It's a little smaller than the plushie, but
smaller than the blue one for sure. But I think the black cat one probably.
Are you saying
getting
you
ideas?
Want a giant, like a articulating arms QB action figure?
Absolutely. That's absolutely what I'm saying. And maybe, well, it would be super intricate, but the Tiki Chief would be dope. Like that to go with our little mini ones. Just thinking about how hard this was for you to make, though, worries me.
But wait, but it's already made. The thing is that it's already made. Like the hardest part was designing the 3D file. Well, painting. Designing the 3D file was the hardest part, though. It's designed. It's done. I can make that as big as my printer can print it. I just scale it up. Painting.
Well, there we go.
If we're not doing something so small, the painting becomes easier because
that's true.
It's not
more surface area,
right? And also, I don't have to paint it. I can actually print it to be different colors. I don't have to stick to painting if it's something bigger. I can print different pieces, different colors, and have them parts of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, one of the things we learned in this 3D printing adventure with all this stuff is that I can actually do different color prints within the same print. Like, I don't have to print different pieces and put them together. I can print some of some color, pause it, switch out the filament, put a different color in, print more, and then go back to the original color. I can just put as many different colors as I want in one print.
But you have to switch it out, or you can do that at the same time?
No, well, I have to switch the filament out, but it just paused the print in the middle, and it starts again, like, right at, like, I can...
Wherever you need to set those parameters.
Yeah. And you can create the file to be a color change. Like, I can take the file, choose which colors I want, and it'll tell me, go switch out for this color, and then it'll print that section. Yeah.
Nice. All right, well, there we go.
But... one thing to keep in mind is that the bigger you go, the more filament it takes, right? So
more expensive.
Now, you don't have to make something solid. they can have like infill, but they do infill. So like if you're making something bigger that's hollow, it'll do like
Mm-hmm.
maybe a honeycomb shape inside so that so it's not just squishy. So you
Something.
can't
Yeah.
just break it, right?
Got it. I got it.
But yeah, and honestly, if we can somehow figure out how to do ball joints on the arms and the
Oh, yeah.
legs,
It could
then we
actually
could
move.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
really cool. Which honestly, I don't think ball joints are that difficult of a thing to put into a 3D image because you just put a cylinder with a sphere on the end and
Mm-hmm.
then you just do the same thing as a hole for the other end. I think we
And
could
I'd
do that.
imagine there's probably a template that you could snag, right? Is that what
It's possible.
that one might be already made?
Yeah.
Woo! This is making me excited. More 3D tests, please. After your guys' cruise.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, after taxes are done. But yeah, I could
Yeah, that
like
too.
for the chief, I could make a separate spear that you can like put in his hand. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Accessories.
I can have like the little like stone piece that's got the skull on it that's hanging from the spear. I can have that like be hanging from the spear instead of just like yeah,
That would be so cool.
we could do the things. I could make all the resources like I could print us some koa wood.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's got a really good idea or really wants me to do something, just let me know and I can probably find a way. Just it'll have to go on the to-do list because
Yeah, this list is getting long.
yeah. I have
You're too
tax
creative.
season and then a cruise and then I have to finish not building a house, but renovating a house. So, and that'll be months. Like even April when we move in, we're not even going to start renovating our bathroom until after we move in. So it's going to be a long time. But
Projects on projects.
in the summer, though, I'll need a break from doing just the house all the time. So I'll probably want something like the 3D printing job. So if you want to commission something, as long as you can pay for the filament that I'd need to do it and the shipping, I can do the thing. Just let me know.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Testing things out.
Yeah, and technically, we've got the merch license, so
And there we go. We're
and,
okay to sell things.
yeah, us, the wiki, Crypto Cornucopia, and
I think there's one more. Who was Absalom?
Absalom. We're the only ones that can do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know that anyone else 3D prints. Absalom does like resin, right?
Mm-hmm,
We do resin pours.
Yeah.
So if you want 3D printed QB shit, not QB shit, like I'm not going to print actual shit from QBs. The little piles of like fire dropping from the fire QB would be fun. But
That might be cool.
I might be your only girl for that. Kevo says meet me in the alley if you want
toques.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish I
Which
could
alley,
meet you in the
Kevo?
alley because I do want a toque. But yeah. I don't see myself going to Canada anytime soon and I can't make it to Coin Hunt Fest, so I'll have to send someone else to the alley for me.
Yeah, I volunteer as tribute.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you've got a toque,
I will be
for
collecting for two, both ladies of the hunt, myself and Korkio. So if anybody wants to be generous and trade two things, we will trade two things on behalf. I will trade you two things on behalf of Korkio. So I can send her things.
Yay.
And she can feel like she was there.
I don't want to miss out on the things. So I'm excited.
No way, Jose.
Not that the things is the important part, but I mean,
Fair.
I'm going to miss out on the people, and that's the most important part. But at least I can get the things.
Right? The things will cushion that blow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the things, ChatGPT does all of the things. Should we get to our favorite segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I saw some like Kevo with the jokes. Yeah.
Kevo said, I have an Xmas one for you. I know it's your fave holiday.
Yeah, that's Kevo with the jokes.
Yeah, no, I was saying it for people that are listening and
Oh,
not
yeah, yeah,
watching.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Because you funny, Kevo.
Chat GPT.
All right, while Korkio is queuing this up, you guys know the drill. But if you don't know the drill, I remind you. Okay, so we need the format. Do we want a limerick? Do we want a rap? Do we want a promotional video? Tell us what you want. Then we need, what is the thing? Is it going to be Korkio? Is it going to be green user vaults, maybe? Might be fitting for this week. And then an adjective or a verb to describe said thing, or a verb to create an action for said thing. So give us some thoughts, you guys. What do we got? What do we got?
Did you I saw a headline, and I can't remember where or when, but I saw well, it was very recent. It was like yesterday or today. I saw a headline that something like Bing was using ChatGPT like as part of their search engine or something, and it grew a personality, and then they had to kill it.
What?
Yeah. But it was
I did not see that.
Yeah, it was a really cranky, bitchy personality. Like, it was not happy.
That's hilarious. VW Rules Check said a ballad on green user vaults.
A ballad. Okay. All right.
I like this.
Yeah.
Korkio has to sing again.
No, I don't sing. There's no again because
well, last time it was
before.
rapping.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Oh, so they had to kill the AI. The bitchy AI.
Okay, so this is I was trying to find these headlines, but one says Bing's new Chat GPT has multiple personalities. Gaslighting, memory loss, accidental racism. Yep, sounds like AI.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. This is the same topic of the thing I saw. It says AI goes bonkers. Bing's Chat GPT manipulates, lies, and abuses people when it's not happy. Kind of scary.
Kind of sounded like a person.
Right? Okay, so we're going for a ballad about green user vaults. Are we adding any more information?
Any other descriptors? Yeah.
About buying green user vaults, but missing out on a rare blueprint.
Okay.
About not buying enough green user vaults to get a rare blueprint.
No, don't do that.
Because that's that. Well, a ballad is usually ballads are sad too, right? So
true.
I don't know.
Do you think it's gonna like default to a Journey cover or something?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're not gonna get a melody with it, so I don't know if we're gonna know. But I hate ballads and I hate Journey. But it's fine for this. Like, I just don't like listening to them, and since we're not gonna be listening, it'll be fine. But like, to me, ballads are not my cup of tea. When it comes to my listening pleasure.
There we go. What about just a descriptive green user vault? An oceanfront green user vault. Oceanfront view green user vault.
Write a ballad
about a green user vault with an oceanfront view.
Okay.
Kevo.
Write a
Kevo
ballad
said, "Oh,
about.
sweet, I love journeys."
Write a ballad about buying a green user vault with an ocean view. Okay, let's see what we got.
Also, I know GPT can't do this, but I know you all can. So if you're in here and you're watching this video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're not already, all of the things. Go follow us on Twitter so you get those notifications and hit the bell.
I can't wait for the day when ChatGPT can do that too.
Hey, there we go. That'll be the next one. The next idea.
Okay. I don't know how to read a ballad. Like the flow I need to give it. So I'm just gonna read it like a poem.
Okay. Is it trying to like rhyme stuff?
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay.
But each verse rhymes with itself, but nothing else, apparently. So
okay.
Sorry, let me get all the yawns out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Deep dive headfirst into sleepy ha-has.
Yeah. Sing it like Bret Michaels. First of all, no. Second of all, no.
No.
Okay. I mean,
I'm excited to see if Kevo can create an animation of you singing that rap that we made about him.
Right?
About Kevo being the master of mix-ups, or the king of mashups.
Master of mix-ups.
The master of mix-ups.
That would be you being the master of mix-ups, about Kevo being the king of mashups.
Next ballad, please.
All right. So,
is everybody ready? One last yawn.
Sorry. Okay. This ballad is called Green User Vault with a View. All right. In the land of tech and code, there lived a man with a lofty goal to secure his data with a sturdy hold and watch the ocean from his new abode. He searched high and he searched low for a user vault that could hold his flow and keep his secrets safe from foes while gazing out at the waves that roll. One day he found a vault, a green one with a view to exalt. He knew it was the one to be bought, for it had everything he sought. He rushed to the seller with great haste and sealed the deal with money to taste. The vault was his, no time to waste. He moved in quick with no time to baste. Now,
time to waste.
Yeah. Now every day he sits and stares at the vast blue ocean without a care. His data is safe without a tear, and his view is one that's rare. It's weird. I think ChatGPT doesn't understand rhymes for a second, because it should be without a tear, but it's supposed to rhyme with wear and care. But okay. The green user vault stands strong and true, protecting his data from theft and spew. And with an ocean that's anew, he knows he's living his dream through and through.
All right. Do better, ChatGPT. Gah.
Yeah. Well, I'll regenerate and see if we get a second one that's better. And no, I'm not doing it like every rose has its thorn. You guys are picking like my least favorite genres and decades for all the things. No ballads. No, what is that? 80s. Every rose has its thorn. Something like that.
80s rock. 80s alternative.
80s and 70s music is the absolute worst music.
Oh my God.
Absolute worst.
You are kind of a little Grinch. Little Miss Grinch.
Well, wait. I am green.
You are green.
I love 90s. Give me 90s and early 2000s music, or 60s and 50s music. But it's like in the 70s and 80s, people got fucking boring and weird and high-pitched voices, and I don't like that shit.
I think they were just on a lot of drugs, so I feel
But
that.
like the people on a lot of drugs were the only ones that actually made good music. The pop music was like, ugh.
Yeah, love disco and funk.
No. I actually went to an Iron Maiden concert.
Yeah.
And I left early because it was so bad.
Oh, really?
So bad. It was. There was no talent anyway. Like no. Like it was horrible.
Oh boy. Sorry.
Now I saw Metallica. That was great. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but doesn't that fall into your 70s, 80s rock?
Metallica's more 90s.
Are they? Okay.
I mean, I'm going to double check because now you're making me question. But,
I'm pretty sure, like, my dad listens to Metallica.
That doesn't mean... Lots of older people listen to Metallica because they're great.
Yeah, but I'm thinking for, like, just generationally speaking.
I mean, my former father-in-law, who was born in the 60s, also listened to
1981, baby.
Really? Well, their better music was in the 90s. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at their discography, like they might have formed in the 80s, but were they popular really before? I don't know. Okay, Master of Puppets was 86. Okay. Fine. It's still not 80s music. It's not 80s music. It's just,
okay.
it's not 80s music. It's like...
I'll agree with you for the sake of non-argument.
Okay, so here is ChatGPT Green User Vault with a view number 2.
Oh,
Ready?
okay. Let's do it.
All right. Come gather round, dear friends of mine. I'll tell a tale of a purchase so fine. Of a green user vault by the ocean side, a dream come true, for which I'll abide. I had saved my coins for many a year, for a place to call my own so dear, with walls sturdy and a roof so strong, a sanctuary where I could belong. I searched high and low, far and wide, for a place to rest my weary stride, until I chanced upon a verdant vault with a view that made my heart exult. It stood tall and proud in its emerald hue. Its gates swung open, a welcome to view. A wide expanse of blue stretched before my eyes, a sparkling sea that took me by surprise. The vault was green with ivy cascading down, a garden lush where butterflies abound, a home so peaceful with a tranquil view, a perfect haven for the soul anew. I signed the papers and the vault was mine, the ocean's song, my sweet lullaby. With each day the beauty grows, a place of peace where my heart knows. So come and visit and see for yourself my green user vault by the ocean shelf, a home that I cherish, a dream come true, a place where my heart can always renew.
Can you please copy and paste and send that to me? I have never related more to a vault location. I'm also dying that it's like, it knew like I spent my coins, like I saved all year and spent my coins. That's amazing. But I love how it's almost, it thinks that like you're gonna rest your head inside this vault.
Right.
Like,
but I love how it invites your friends to come to it. Like that's great.
Yeah, exactly. How I'm gonna show my green vault.
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna copy. Copy. Oh no, I'm discording and streaming, but at least it's just to you, so.
Banned.
There you go.
Yay.
Hey, I heard that.
I will not. I will refrain from discording and streaming.
Yeah. Man, I really brought people out when I started talking about music.
People have strong opinions about music. We know
I mean,
this.
I do too. I just, yeah. I'm really bad at history, apparently. I don't know my decades. I just know that Iron Maiden's bad and Metallica's good, so yeah, whatever. Metallica actually just came out with a new song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's called Screaming Suicide. The lyrics are but it sounds great. It's just
nice.
Yeah. The only time that their lyrics are ever really awesome to me is the songs they've written about war, which is weird, but when you see them perform live and they've got like this video of like Vietnam soldiers coming back from war like behind it, and like you realize like, oh my god, it's like really I probably cried like 5 times at that concert. It was quite touching.
Nice.
But and then I just walked out on Iron Maiden because it was crap.
Was this the same concert?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But
fair enough.
Anyway, so have we covered everything?
Yeah, girl, pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh,
I mean, not much going on, but we have been streaming for quite some time, so you know, we're making content that's still relevant somehow.
Yeah, and we talked about Coin Hunt for more than we usually do. I mean, usually we're talking about just random shit most of the time, but Crashman noticed the walking reference in there. That's pretty good because it said,
that's right.
I search high and low, far and wide for a place to rest my weary stride.
Yeah.
I like it.
Love it.
Yeah. It's interesting. Usually the second try is the good one. Like, it doesn't seem to get it on the first try.
It needs like a practice round.
Yeah. It needs to know that you're disappointed and it's going to go with plan B. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Thumbs down that one. Next.
Yeah. Maybe I should start thumbs upping and downing it. I never do. I just
let it do its thing.
Yeah. I don't like giving it feedback, which is probably making it worse. I probably should be giving it feedback to help improve the output, but whatever.
Yeah. Rubik's in response to your Metallica comment said, yeah, but no one's going to be screaming, play the new stuff. You go to see Metallica.
Oh, I agree. I was just surprised that they're like, I mean, I know they're still putting music out, but like I was surprised to hear them putting music out that still sounds like the same music. Like, so many bands after like they've been out for so long, they start to change their sound, or they even just get different producers that make them sound completely different. But like this, you could tell, like, to me, it could have fit in with all the other Metallica songs that I've heard. Like,
nice.
Granted, I know they had a different producer for like one album than other ones, and those songs sound different than the rest of them. But like, it was for sure a Metallica song. It was very standard Metallica song. So anyway,
nice.
Yeah,
I have to give it a listen.
Yeah, and my boyfriend's listened to it like 10 times since it came out.
Not a fan at all.
Man, when was the Iron Maiden concert? Did they have walkers? It was 5 or 6 years ago. They didn't have walkers. Actually, I'm pretty sure they were doing coke. Like,
what?
I was convinced that the dude he kept like bouncing back from one side of the stage to the other side, and there was like this weird big like set that he could like walk up these stairs and go behind, like up behind this thing, and like come back down, and like he kept like going and bending over, and I could have swore like I would have put money on the fact that he was doing lines, because he would always be more energetic. It'd
be like a sweeping.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Kevo says now I need to put some Journey in the Kevo show. So you do that. I won't be going there.
Korkio's not going to be
there. Yeah. I don't know why. I hate Journey so much. I love like Billy Joel, but I don't know what it is. I have no clue what it is. It's a personal.
Each their own.
Yeah. So many people love Journey. I know. I know that I'm the one that's wrong. That's okay. I get that. But it's like
at
and
least
like
you know who Journey is, right? Like,
oh
no, I just think
yeah.
well, I mean, never mind actually.
Yeah, I do not like high pitched male vocals is my thing. Like, I don't know. What was that? I didn't hear it, but I could tell that you like something happened and you're like
It must be really windy outside because my window just started rattling and like that hardly ever happens. And
oh.
we're on like the third story, so it's not somebody like tapping on the window, but that's why I was like, is it somebody tapping on the window? What the fuck? What's happening?
Uh-huh. You're getting dinosaur moans from your window like I get when it's windy.
It wasn't super windy of a day though, so that's nervy. But
I mean, maybe you're getting
I'll have to investigate.
Maybe you're getting oaky wind. Like we can have a completely still day and then all of a sudden it's like insane winds and then 2 hours later it's like completely still. It's just
I'm really curious to check the weather right now too because that was so creepy.
I mean, you guys have been getting storms lately, right? Like it's been really weird weather there. So maybe the idea that you have a oaky style storm coming through that just has some wind fronts isn't too crazy.
I mean, it says 5-mile-per-hour winds, which feels like nothing.
Yeah, but does it say gusts up to something? Because I always ignore the sustained winds number. It's the gusts number that really makes it.
Shucks, I don't know. It doesn't tell me on here. I'm not looking on my phone though. I'm just like Googled Santa Monica weather. Is what's going on. Perhaps it's wind.
Crashman says to each their own, even if they're wrong. It's fine if I'm wrong.
We can disagree to disagree.
I mean, that's what's weird about me. I've always hated popular music, which by definition is popular. But I hate pop. I hate it. I hate all pop. Yeah. But it's obviously popular. And I'm obviously wrong. But I still hate it. I can't help it. I don't know. Anyway.
I think it is wind. I'm so sorry. It's still like making weird noises. Freaking me out a little bit.
You look super creeped out right now.
Because like both the dogs are not in here anymore either, so it's just it's protection when I need it.
It looks like you're looking back at Marvin, but Marvin is like the QB in the image behind you. Like you keep looking at him.
Marvin, what's happening? All right, well.
Anyway, before I make a fool out of myself and people hate me more for my music choices, I honestly love
great music choices.
I like to think so. I like to think so.
Just controversial ones that you don't like, which is fine. I mean, just like the holidays.
I hate Christmas. A lot of people love Christmas. I honestly hate all holidays, and people love holidays, but I'm
except
convinced,
for Halloween, ma'am.
Well, okay, yeah, Halloween's great. But I'm convinced that most people just love holidays because they get days off from the things that they don't like to do. Because most of the things about holidays suck to me. They're stressful. They're crazy stressful for one day when you could make it less stressful and just do that thing more often and without adding this title and all this stress and like expectations involved with a special day. Anyway.
Damn it, society.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Capitalism. I'm sure capitalism is to blame.
Usually.
Typically, yeah.
I can we just go back to putting pickles in trees?
I, for one, am very on board for this. It's not a hot take, and I love it.
Yay, Crashman just finished goal 8. Did you start when we started? Did we just finish goal 8 with you? Like, yay. Now I feel like I've done 8 walking goals vicariously through Crashman.
Yeah. Thank you, Crashman. Me too.
Yeah. I haven't had that feeling in a while. It feels good. Though the exercise benefit would be nice to go with it, but feeling like I accomplished something is good. Do I get credit for it in the
Yeah, your 50 blue keys are coming tomorrow. Relax.
Isn't that also a Adventure Road thing today? I should at least get the Adventure Road thing, man.
Why is it not? Why can't I claim it? Oh, man. Right. Good stuff. Well, guys.
I need to eat stuff because that hasn't happened today. So
time for me to order some fried parm. Oh, God. I wish I could send you some.
Yeah, like, can you, like, freeze dry it and ship it?
Maybe.
Along with, like, the swag that you're going to send me?
Yeah, right. I'll make sure they're separate orders so, cheese doesn't melt on top of your pins.
I'll just eat it off. But
I'll just fight around.
Yeah,
he's just got to goal 7. Oh, he's at 7.5 while listening tonight. Just got home. Woohoo! Nice. We're crushing it.
Awesome. I was just thinking like a king's cake, how they put like a little thing in the cake, right?
Yeah. Why don't I just like stuff all of your merch in there actually and then
into the cheese
that way? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, aren't you supposed to do like cheese stuffed things though instead of cheese stuffed with things? You're supposed to stuff cheese into things.
Reverse engineer this.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, it involves cheese, so I like it. So, yeah.
All right, we've officially hit sleepy haha zone.
Yep. Okay, I'm glad you guys are done walking because I'm done talking.
Ooh, that should be like your end line.
I like it. Has it really taken this long to come up with the sign out? But I mean, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Be sure to enjoy some mozzarella sticks. That's where I'm headed.
Parmesan blocks, though, not mozzarella sticks.
Right.
There's a big difference.
They call them Parmesan crisps.
Crisps? But I thought it was like a big block.
Well, yeah,
crisps,
it's like a circular. It's not thin. It's definitely like an inch thick. So I think they're just trying to put a fancy name on something that's just a giant mozzarella stick. Or a giant Parmesan stick. Not as fancy.
Okay. Whatever. All right.
There's more people in here as we're leaving. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Wait.
Okay, I will
love you all.
I will repeat the sign off. I hope you're done walking, or I'm glad you're done walking because I'm done talking. Right? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I believe so.
Okay. All right.
All right, everybody.
Good
we
night.
Will see you next time.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Don't forget your mystery boxes if you didn't get them an hour ago.
Good night.
Bye.